Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Low Budget LCS. My name is Popoba, and I'm joined today by the Mighty Fool.
We do episodes?
Yeah, we do now, at least. I mean, the
Oh, I
booth
guess.
does episodes. Plug in the booth on Sunday. Yeah,
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know, we kind of do have seasons, so I guess it makes sense to have episodes, right?
yeah, true. Well, I wonder what episode this would be of the season. Probably like 24 or something like that.
We have a YouTube. We should just number them on the YouTube channel.
I don't know if all of the episodes
all the
end
stream
up on the
games go.
YouTube. I think that's whenever Buckle remembers to do it.
Yeah.
But, chat, for those of you who are here, we need your help. You know when we stream, we got that little fun text, casters in order of. What do you want to see casters in order of? And how do you want to compare myself and Mighty is really the question here.
Now listen, before any of the chatters get any bright ideas, this is not because we're out of ideas. This is a creative solution to putting something on the stream and involving the chat. This is community involvement, okay? We're not getting lazy. We're not out of ideas. Don't start.
All right, typing in chat, number of Schmecklegates.
So anything but that is valid, I think. Moving on. Mightiest order of stinkiness.
Okay, but then we'd have to have Dewey on.
Yeah, that's fair. We could get Dewey on.
You could probably get
Hit
Dewey.
stench. Okay, stinkiness is definitely catching some catching some steam in the chat.
Someone you don't know who has a cool voice.
If we had LeChance on, we could definitely have like a cool voice off, I think.
I wanna incorporate more impressions into the low budget LCS.
I was actually thinking about that as like a Schmeckle option. You put it in Schmeckles and get out Popoba impressions.
Oh, I'll take that. For this stream, if you're here, if you want me to do an impression, you can do a takes two to tango, and I will do my best impression of like whatever you put in there. Now, granted, I might not know it, so it might be bad. But that's just what we're going with.
Yeah, and obviously, if you decide that one is maybe a little too left field,
Yeah.
it'll be within reason. Production, we have started. Oh shit! Got it. They're drafting, bro. They're drafting.
They ain't drafting. They ain't drafting.
No, they are.
No. That's fake news.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now they've started. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, it looks like maybe a little bug with the thing you're a little behind.
I like the pike ban. Dinosaur Chainsaw is a menace, an absolute menace with the pike.
Yeah, I have no clue. I've never seen Dinosaur Chainsaw, but I would think that if your name is Dinosaur Chainsaw, you would be a pike player. That's for sure, or an Urgot man.
Yeah, that makes sense. Praetorian, you're not on the cast right now, but if you wanted to cast, I'd be happy to have you anytime.
Every time that Praetorian and I are together in a call, someone comes in and tells us we sound the same, and I'm not sure if that'll get confusing.
Yeah, that's the same with me and someone you don't know.
You do sound like him, though. Like,
yeah,
actually.
It is true. It is true.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Victor Band,
Zong,
which is good. Huh?
Hi, Zong.
Is that Zong?
Yeah.
Victor Band, which I like against Blue Side, obviously very safe B1. I see. I understand what's going on now. I am bad and slow. Sorry, Praetorian. Yes, this is Praetorian and someone you don't know casting it up.
Okay. I actually didn't realize this is what was happening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Zeri Band, Jinx Band, I like both of these 80 carries. Move quickly and kite well. How are you thinking about the Graves B1?
I kind of like it if it's a jungle flex, because I think it's a bit weaker in the solo lane now. But, yeah.
Do you think Earl King would play the Graves mid?
Yeah, I do. And I'm terrified that is a possibility, honestly.
I'm just telling you right now, my team has kind of a fixation with Earl King, so I'll probably talk about him a lot. Just
Yeah,
out the gate.
that happens to most people. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's definitely
Whoa,
Earl
Lil
King is a very
Wanek!
good player.
Thanks for subscribing at Tier 1. You know what the deal is. If you've been with us here for as long as you have, you're going to go to the Denny's in Vermont. You're going to go out back, talk to the manager Todd. Pancakes are on us, buddy. Thanks.
All my homies love Earl King.
See, it makes me
Wonder
want
what
to
Earl
sing
King's name
Duke
is.
of Earl, but then we'd get like DMCA or something.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not safe.
Caitlyn Xinjiao, I do like. Caitlyn, I think,
Yeah.
is of probably behind Jinx and Zeri, probably the strongest ADC right now.
I think Asha's pretty darn underrated as well.
Mm.
Aphelios is the, I think, most meta, like third option from pro play, but I can see why Caitlyn might be a little bit favored in the slightly lower level games.
This is the executive league. This is basically professional play.
Slightly,
What are you talking
slightly
about?
lower level,
No,
slightly.
no. Listen, I would put Team Fried Chicken up against. No, they could handle TSM right now.
Yeah, TSM, Golden Guardians, one of those guys.
Yeah.
Not like a Brazilian team or one of like the good regions, but like one of these lower tier NA teams, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm digging deep on some of these chatters, I'm sure. I know that there are some
are
people
we
won't be
playing on a
happy with
brand
it.
new patch right now?
I have no
We
clue.
are, aren't we?
It's Wednesday.
It is
Yeah.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah, kind of, huh? Ooh, Blitz? Okay. I don't love Blitz when you can't see the enemy support.
Okay, but it's very good into the I feel like pulling a Graves, good. Pulling a Ziggs, good. Pulling an Orianna, good. When I don't like Blitzcrank is when there's targets where you pull an Ornn or something like that. Or, something that wants to close the gap, and then you're like, what are you doing, Blitzcrank?
Yeah. It's also, we're seeing now that the Graves is not going to be mid most probably because of Orianna.
Mm-hmm.
It's also likely Ziggs bottom. I can't really see that being solo lane Ziggs at this point. Ziggs top is weird, but doable, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll finish out the draft, and then I want to do a quick patch notes rundown for the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't think there was anything from the upcoming patch that would disable champions for this week. Because there was no
There's
major
no
rework
mini
or...
reworks,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
Yeah, so I think we're clear on that. But yeah, there are definitely some nerfs that are going to be played on this game.
Oh, it's coming through that last ban that was missed is Fiora?
Yeah, that's a little weird. I kind of think it's Graves top. I don't know about the Graves jungle pick.
I think Graves top is probably the move that I would go with here, but he does clear well. But he's part of where he's good in the jungle is his dueling potential, and he does not outduel Xin Zhao.
Yeah, and the other thing is that Jalingo is kind of like the prodigious Hecarim player for this team.
Mm-hmm.
And Hecarim's still available, so...
This is true.
I wouldn't be
Ryze
surprised
being
to see
covered.
that.
Wasn't Ryze one of the ones who was nerfed this patch? Ryze, passive maximum mana increased.
Yeah, I don't think he was nerfed.
Nope.
Maybe it was.
Q damage was nerfed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryze, I think, is not... He's
Oh.
actually pretty high prio
I don't know if
for-
I would call that a nerf, actually. Base damage was nerfed, scaling was buffed.
Okay.
But AP scaling, not mana.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's decent. He kind of sucks early anyway. Like, he hasn't been great as, like, an early champion. He just kind of farms. There was a point where he would just blow people up in lane, but I think he's been nerfed a few times since then.
How you feeling about Rel Orianna? Eh? This does
I
look
feel
like it will
bad
be
about
the
it.
Graves jungle pick. So,
Yeah, I kind of feel bad about it, honestly.
really?
Yeah.
Because the Magnet Storm keeps them there for a while. Like, you get time to get the perfect, Orianna ultimate.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm rethinking this. So what I was thinking is that I'm not sure I love it into, like, enemy comp necessarily, but it's really just Caitlyn that's outranging anybody, and you have the Ziggs to try to force them in.
Hmm.
So it might be good. Might be good.
Yeah, interesting. And I have the sides right. Yeah, yeah, I do. All right. Yeah, interesting comps. I'm excited to see what happens here. A little bit of a more of a wombo combo style into just a heck of a lot of get in your face with the Jinzhou Irelia and Blitzcrank. So
Yeah. So I think with that rel pickup, you're also getting one of those targets that you were talking about for Blitzcrank, where you don't really love pulling that guy in because you know all that rel CC AOE is coming in.
yeah, and if you like what you're seeing here with these suggestions, draft insights, you too can use this in your LBLCS matches. Use code LBLCS25 for 25% off pro comps.
Yeah,
But,
Procomps is pretty dope, man. I
it's
mean,
really
they've
cool.
done a few updates, getting a lot more detail on these pregame suggestions,
Hmm.
and I like it. I mean,
I
most of the time stuff that they say I pretty much agree with, but a lot of it's pretty insightful and maybe not obvious. So
Well, yeah, and it breaks it down into a way that sort of helps you think about it, right? Because when you're going into a game, you should have like a plan, right? Especially if you're a jungler like myself. It's like, okay, where am I going early, right? So it's telling us for blue side, skirmish top is weak, skirmish mid is balanced, skirmish bot is weak. So you might expect them to go either mid gank or perhaps counter ganking. You know, you have to get a little bit creative when you don't just win the 2v2 to 3v3.
yeah, definitely. Um, did you want to jump into the patch notes rundown?
I do. Bum bum bum. Quickly, we're gonna do patch notes rundown. I don't know. I don't want to stream this, so we're just gonna talk over what you're seeing
Okay.
right now. Actually, wait. I'll take us to the in-game
Yeah.
client
Wait,
draft.
can you link me the patch notes so I can follow with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum. Welcome to the low budget LCS low budget patch notes rundown, featuring someone you don't know and PC Praetorian. How are you doing,
That's me.
Praetorian?
I'm a Praetorian.
Yeah. So we have some mid-patch balances. Aphelios had his base armor and health changed slightly. Reduction in both. 2 points on the armor, 20 base health. So just a little bit of
Wait, Ash is buffed.
Ash is in fact kind of yes. Our cool. Oh, wait, those are
He's
cooldown
really
buffs are
buffed.
kind of big. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big buff. Draven's
And
buff.
lower W mana cost. Yep, Draven getting 2 AD, 2 base AD. Just gonna bring him up a little bit, make that CSing earlier. Jinx is nerfed, but oh, actually, that's pretty big in mana
Yeah.
cost and Fishbone's range. That's kind of big. That's kind of huge.
Yeah, that early range hurts a lot.
Lucian AD growth buffed, as was passive damage. Master Yi buffed after the revert. So, you know, he was changed, obviously, into... he had a really high win rate, and then he had a really low win rate, and they're trying to find somewhere in between. I'm going to put up a prediction here.
Super important on this patch, and there is an Orianna in the game, so this is a possibility. Orbiana added as a skin.
Oh,
Pretty overpowered. Oh, there's also a Ziggs. Oh my god, did they do this? Wait, did they do this? Did they put the B skins? Kind of legendary if they pick two B skins.
kind of legendary. We will have to see. Rise, as we already mentioned, passive maximum mana was increased, and AP scalings were increased, but base damage was decreased. So a little bit of a power adjustment there. Probably an overall buff, from what I can tell. Because 45, like an additional 5% AP scaling will probably help him. What it probably helps AP rise and de-incentivizes tank rise, like we've been seeing.
Yeah.
Varus, given a nice little buff to the W and R. And Zeri hit with a whole host of nerfs. Or wait, buffs?
No, there's definitely a overall, I think, a nerf with Zeri. a few things got moved around,
Yeah.
but yeah, overall, I think it's just DPS is going to drop off a bit. Movement is definitely nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine though. Zeri seemed really unhealthy, especially with like the insane movement.
Mm-hmm.
So can't complain about that. We do have a 1-0 on the stream that I think needs to be reset to 0-0.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, I made the mistake of adding a current score when I'm never going to keep up with that or properly update it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Mighty is kind of dumb, right? Says Clutch FG. Do we have any mods in the chat, perchance? That
Yeah, mods don't stand for this hate on our beautiful
take him
co-caster
out.
Praetorian here.
Yeah, no, I mean we were just talking about Mighty, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But I mean,
Oh,
I
it
won't
was
stand
Makes
for that.
complaining about the 1-0? Come on, Makes. You know we're low budget out here. You know what we're about. You've played Clash with me.
Yeah, I just got a word from Evdingus. He won't be joining us because he's playing darts.
Very tragic, but kind of cool. Darts is fun. I've played it very little, and I am bad at it.
Yeah, I know Evdingus is probably very bad at it as well. And it's a 50-50 between like his regular coordination being bad or just like some amount of corianders affecting the ability to function like that.
The old hand-eye. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I can vibe with a rel comp, says Zelius lol.
Mm.
I think he might be a rel hater, I don't know.
Interesting. Well, get your schmeckles in while you can. Looks like that's already gone and going. 11,000 schmeckles got in the pool. And we are going to go ahead and get into... Oh, no one ever really suggested anything for the fun text. That's kind of lame.
Well, there was the smell
stinky.
thing.
Yeah, I'll change it.
You're
going on top.
I think it would be fair if we put it even, but I'm okay with that.
Even?
Chat definitely would agree. Yeah, chat would agree with you. So I'm gonna let this slide. Although they were saying that Mighty is stinky, and not that like Praetorian is.
True, but they didn't say really anything about someone you don't know.
And someone you don't know is definitely stinkier than Praetorian.
Yeah,
that's just facts. So you do have to go. Wait, okay. Here's the thing. Let's just put someone you don't know and Praetorian on the list, and then put someone you don't know at the top, and it's neither of us.
See, I already put us side by side in solidarity.
Okay, I'm into that too. That's good. Right. I'm getting the bug where I don't see anything moving.
You just gotta wait a little bit and then click on the bar, and it'll go.
Yeah, I don't want to wait.
Are you gonna restart your client?
No. I'm gonna wait.
There we go. We are in.
All right. What's your time?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
On your spectate, is Dinosaur Chainsaw's portrait off?
To the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is normal. And the funny thing is, this was actually a bug on the LCS broadcast as well. This is just a constant spectator bug.
You love to see it. That's how you know we are as high budget as the LCS.
Yeah. Might be true. Who knows? Might be true.
Want to see what Dinosaur Chainsaw can get done potentially with this Blitzcrank here. It is a level 1. So...
Yeah, this is a sneaky position. Definitely kind of lurking around that top of the red buff brush.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the ward over. Oh. Throws the hook because he missed the bush and has no clue what he's aiming for.
Yep, he's going to lose about 15% of his mana for that.
Yeah, I still like it.
You gotta look. You gotta look.
Yeah, you go for these plays. Mana regen's in the game for a thing. You know? For that sort of thing.
Yep, but for now, we're just going to have some pretty standard start. Bot side.
Yeah, mirrored start. I think this is... I don't know. How's this jungle matchup go? I think Zin's slightly favored. Like fighting crab and early game.
I think it's Zin favored. Although, I never discount a Graves player. I've had Graves players do very gross things to me before.
Yeah,
Certainly
like
looks
one-shotting you at level 3.
Yeah, certainly looks
Yeah.
like Jalingo knows his way around the champ, as Uncle Moon is taking a heap of damage from Sign Me Up.
Yeah, it's playing Aurelia. It's gonna heal.
True, but you can't blame me for trying to build suspense.
I know. I think that's probably slightly Aatrox favored for the first few levels anyway. So Aurelia really gets to that point with items where you heal too much to actually die, and then it's kind of stack up your Conqueror and win the game.
Yep. Earl King getting the better of Lull Day on these mid trades for now.
Yeah, Orianna is actually deceptively strong in this lane phase. Get those Qs through, put down some poke damage, and then stack the Clockwork windup on
Yeah,
passive.
there we go. Okay, Uncle Moon going in on to Sign Me Up here. He's going to put down quite a bit of damage with that, what is it, Ionian Fervor stacked up. Oh, Chaimu. Taking a bit from Dinosaur Chainsaw. Not quite respecting the level 2 pop. Is going to be forced to flash out. Now Guatemala going in trouble, of course, with Perky the Parrot doing those empowered autos, but he gets knocked up as well, and he might be in trouble. Flashes out. No one is going to fall as sums are burned for sums. Flashes traded for Heal and Ignite.
We do have teleport on Perky the Parrot, so they'll be able to get back to lane and catch a lot of the CS, but that is definitely painful. And Blitz hooking in the Rel at level 1 means Rel's going to have a hard time tanking through, not able to put the E stun down, just barely having that shield to get out after dismounting.
Well, and I thought what was really good was, I'm pretty sure Dinosaur Chainsaw used the E, the little fist knockup, which I don't know what that ability name is. Hang on, we've got Uncle Moon dueling Sign Me Up, has the Fervor stacked up. They might be able to get this, but it's very close. Is going to take the first blood. Uncle Moon finding the solo kill on the Aurelia.
I'm a little bit surprised, but
Okay, Guatemala now in danger. Crashdown is going to have to flash away from that one, but the stun goes down to Dinosaur Chainsaw. They think they can get this one with the Ignite. Ziggs, not the highest DPS character early game, and Chainsaw is going to be able to walk out of there with the Mana Shield passive pop.
isn't it just, it's literally just like, is it just Power Fist?
It might just be Power Fist.
It's literally something fist. Like,
Well, you can take a look, or I can take a look
Robo
at the
Fist?
stream.
Power Fist? It's Power Fist.
It is Power Fist. Yeah, using that Power Fist very well, saving the hook for when Ro was walking out a little bit. Okay, Uncle Moon does miss the stun there, and now might be in trouble. Jalingo here is going to get blinded, but only temporary. Has the Fervor stacked up, is able to queue back to the minion wave. They might be able to walk out. Jalingo not able to find the auto attacks in this wave, and they don't have enough health to dive under that turret.
Yeah, cleanly played by Uncle Moon, getting on out of there.
Ooh, and now here comes the Mojo. Only level 3 to Grace's level 5 somehow. Over the wall in comes Lightning Hits, 3 Talon Strike going down. Jalingo is going to flash out. Sign Me Up, going critically low. They find the Graves, and it's an absolute disaster for the chickens that are fried.
Yeah, so Uncle Moon really played that super well. Had flash still even after the first solo kill. And I think that caught Jalingo a bit by surprise. Trying to get out on that bottom side, but getting flashed on. Like, Lol Day did try to roam up. Gonna get punished a little bit with this wave into the turret. Earl King always super good at that wave management. And
Yeah, that's
down
for
a little
sure.
bit
And
of
now
CS.
Mojo is finding himself in the mid lane. The root into the wind becomes lightning, finds some. Earl King is going to be able to run away.
That a bona fide caster curse?
Listen.
Kind of might have been. He didn't die. This is safe.
Yeah, he does also now have command shockwave.
Oh my god, that hook.
It was very close. I was surprised the lollipop didn't pick up Parrot there.
The lollipop?
Yeah, it's called lollipop. So at the end of skill shots like hooks and League, they check around them to see, and I've heard it described before as lollipopping because it makes the skill shot look a bit like a lollipop.
Yeah, they have a wider hitbox at the end of their animation, which is disgusting, and that's why hook champs tend to like look really weird hooking around stuff.
I don't know if this
Like
is
minions?
true, but I feel like it also works with Corky rockets. Because I feel like max range Corky rockets, they're just a little bit more lenient with how they hit.
Yeah, same with Ezreal Q, to be honest. All of them are.
Yeah. A good first dragon pickup there, using the priority that they have on their bot lane. That's just hard pushing always into this Ziggs, as he doesn't quite have the sustained damage to clear the waves into a Caitlyn just yet. Is getting there, but good use of that prio.
Yeah, not too surprised to see the Xin Zhao picking up the early Drake, but wait, we do have, it's going to be Hex Tech because the icon's not showing on Spectator, right? For next drag.
Correct.
So a little disappointed that Hex Tech won't be the soul. It's my favorite soul by far to see.
Dinosaur Chainsaw
like
going aggressively forward here. The knockaway isn't quite going to find it. Satchel Charge not putting in the work. Perky now quite in trouble. 3 challenge strike is going to find damage. Guatemala will seal the deal. Lolde realm warping in there to try and help out. Didn't quite get the assist.
Yeah, I don't hate to see that. I mean, if you're up CS as Rise mid, you're free to do a little roaming.
Good proactivity. And this is aggressive from Mojo, but does theoretically have the numbers to go for this.
Yeah. And Perky the Parrot doesn't have the TP available anymore, so it's going to be difficult to get those numbers back for the side of Team Fried Chicken.
Yep. Oh, this could be dangerous if Blitzcrank and Xin Zhao go in behind Earl King. Nope.
And we do see a little bit of vision on the backside that Pink is going to spot any rotation in, but Jolingo might not be so lucky, as they are kind of lurking around that red buff location.
Yeah, if I'm the jungler here, I don't know if I've sussed this one out. Blitzcrank has been gone for a while, but he's going to walk into it. Okay, there goes the Mojo. Hook is good. Knock up 1, looking for knock up 2. There goes the headshot. And Guatemalan picks up Jolingo.
Yeah, clean ulti from Kate. Tried to get the escape there, but that Caitlyn ultimate is always
good
waiting.
flash away from Lolde. Chaimu flashing in, looking for something, finding a stun on his Mojo, but they don't want that fight. Their only DPS is Earl King and a 3.
Yeah, ace in the hole. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be a voice line somewhere. I don't know. I feel like Kate should have a voice line for her ult.
That'd be cool. How about it's high noon?
Enough from you.
Looks like Chaimu is having
we're
maybe
gonna
a
get a
little bit of
pause.
connection issues, but we didn't get a pause last time.
It looks like Chaimu is running back bottom, so probably reconnected.
Yeah. Probably League servers being a little bit cuckoo.
They have been rather horrible for like the last week.
And now Uncle Moon might go aggressive here, not knowing that the entire team is on their way up. There goes Earl King. Does not have the shockwave to pull Moon back in. Did use it mid to get low base flash.
Yeah, they're still going to be able to push this in. Not going to look for plates, but could go for this Rift Herald. They already rotated bottom up to mid lane, so they're pushing through that wave. And the reset's going to come from Sign Me Up. They do have TP, so that's probably not an issue. Looks like they're being a bit timid about this. They're just going to back off, get the crab, I guess is what they're doing over there.
Perhaps making the call, hey, Irelia could fight us on this, and we don't want to fight the 3-0 Irelia right now. Aatrox, Sign Me Up, is going to be hurting in this top lane.
Oh my. I didn't realize that she's 3xing his CS. That
yeah, 3x, I mean, Infinity X the kills, and, 3 times
yeah,
the
that
CS.
is tough.
Level disparity is 2, so just that alone will give a lot of stats.
Yeah, that alone would actually just kill him.
Now, crucially, I think for Team Fried Chicken here, in terms of getting them back into the game, Chaimu is just approaching 6, so they haven't really been able to implement the Wombo aspect of their team as they've wanted to. It might be ready in time for this Hex Tech Drake fight, which is what we might see, but meanwhile, there's some ults going on in the top lane. Ionian, flip, and dead!
Yikes. Yeah, that's that stacked up passive and the Conqueror on the Aurelia doing a lot of work on top of the advantages she already has. And it looked close until it wasn't. All those stacking bonuses are going to turn that one right around. And she doesn't have TP to make it to this fight, whereas Sign Me Up does. But I don't think they have the luxury of letting her run rampant in the top side all she wants.
Certainly not. TP is going to be committed to get back to the top side. Ooh, Perky the Parrot pushed a little bit too far up, perhaps. Mojo not going to be able to find the win if he comes lightning, but does have the Audacious Charge. There goes the Magnet Storm. It is going to hold him in temporarily, but not quite enough, and no ultimate's able to be committed as Earl King is still in the mid lane. We have some fighting on the top side. Chaimu dies on the bot side, but Sign Me Up is falling to Uncle Moon as well. It's a disaster on two sides of the map. And the Fried
Chicken are really just routed now. Lolday is going to TP to the mid lane, try to catch that wave under turret, as Earl King still doing a good job of getting these waves in, up CS now. But I think the hopes of Team Fried Chicken are squarely resting on Earl King as he's about to go down to Dinosaur Chainsaw. If this hook lands, good ultimate.
Hook does not land, an excellent shockwave, but there's just not enough damage. Lost Chapter isn't what you need in order to be able to pop these two members.
Yeah, but still well played. I mean, you might not be able to kill them yet, but if you're not dying as Earl, you're still in the game. I think the most difficult thing for them... Oh, it looks like a little bit of a bot lane skirmish. As Perky the Parrot gets absolutely destroyed.
Just gonna find it. Whew.
Kind of like that name, Guatemon. That's
yeah,
pretty
it's good.
cool.
I mean, all of Comfy Gaming, I think, have great names. I mean, actually, Is Mojo, Uncle Moon, Lolday are fine, but Guatemon and Dinosaur Chainsaw absolutely slap.
That's so sick. Yeah.
You can even cut up the Guatemon with the Dinosaur Chainsaw, right? I mean,
yeah, might be painful, but you know, like
you...
if we're to assume that he is the Guatemon himself.
Oh, I just think he has a Guatemon.
Yeah, that could be.
God, I love watermelon.
Yep.
I have a watermelon spoon. I like to just quarter up a watermelon and just melon ball it.
Yeah, just scoop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. God, that's good.
Dude, you're making me hungry. This isn't right.
Okay, Jalingo is going to be able to pick up the Herald. Some much needed cash injection, perhaps, but
losing his entire bot side as well.
Yeah, and he isn't running immediately to a lane, so they won't get plates off of it. Likely will be used for some
Well, where do you go, right? There's just no pressure in any of your lanes. Like, the best place to go would be bottom, because at least Ziggs can
Sign Me Up is going to get solo killed here again, as Mojo is fighting Chaimu. Uses the Audacious Charge a bit too early, but Lolday now here might be able to find the route. Perky the Parrot is marked. Wind Becomes Lightning not quite going to hit. Lolday also going a little bit wide with the skill shots. But flashing in under the turret is going to be able to find one. Rel finds the pullback, and Magnet Storm goes down. And they're fighting, and nothing happens apparently because the directed camera wants us to watch the mid lane. Jalingo going aggressive onto Dinosaur Chainsaw, using that Graves damage. Auto using the full reset, but Guatemon executes Earl King, and Dinosaur Chainsaw lives to another day.
Oh my god, I like that. That was good. Guatemon really on point with these Gale Force combos, just knocking people down from HP. I think they're surprised to be dying from like that.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
this is going to be really, really difficult for the side of Fried Chicken. They've lost all of their outer turrets now. And I think they have, like, Ziggs scales okay. This was the point I was going to say earlier. They're just missing that sustained DPS 80 carry, like the crit building 80 carry. They do have a Graves, but it's just not the same thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking to come back in a game, not having that resource does hurt. Even if the Ziggs is a good late game option.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're playing into all this, like, you're playing into Aurelia, Ryze, and the Caitlyn, who's like sole ADC in the game. That's tough. So I think they're going to look for these big wombo fights. That is their critical, like, way back into the game. But they're playing from very deep in the hole. Just about 10,000 and down 2 dragons.
Oh, Jalingo, that is not what you want to see when walking into a bush. Chaimu looking for the save here. Is going to take them quite low, but... Oh, Earl King finding out the background. That is huge. Vanguard's Edge.
That cheeky hook over the wall was sick, though. Dinosaur Chainsaw just eats the kill.
Yep, absolutely. That honestly, knowing the player that Earl King is, that's big.
That's big, yeah. And I kind of like the option of taking the Ludens here over the other mage options.
Mm-hmm.
I think not too tanky from the enemy side, and you really just want to be able to burst down targets like that. So I think it's slightly better than maybe one of the more defensive or like more the Landry's would be maybe better against like a tankier team.
Yeah, for sure. As we're gonna have a little bit of dance around this Infernal Drake. Jalingo with the Eye of the Herald might look to summon it up for some pressure, but I don't know if Shelly is gonna be enough to help you get this one.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna look to take this dragon after pushing through the wave 2 and kind of close those doors, limit those options.
Oh, Earl King getting found by Mojo here. 3-talent strike finds the knockup. There goes the pull, and they are going to give it to the ace in the hole.
That's tough. And it's like you want to be able to like maybe take your Krugs, get a little extra gold, but that's somehow greedy here.
Looking for 2 items on Oriana. Just has the mythic for now, which is pretty good compared to the rest of the team here. You know, has the Ludens. Only other champion on their team to have their mythic is the Gore Drinker Graves here. Gore Drinker Graves is interesting. I feel like I've been seeing it more, but I don't know if it's what's recommended. I feel like what's recommended is either Shield Bow or Eclipse.
Shield Bow would definitely be the most common.
Ooh, Mojo changing target there. Going in for Parrot is going to find the knockup, but Dinosaur Chainsaw not going to be able to find the pullback off of that one. Watermelon positioning incredibly far forward here.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot of CC after that Magnet Storm gets burned and Chima's kind of waiting on cooldowns.
Mojo just repeat sitting in this bush. You gotta learn it. There goes the crash down, though. An excellent Crescent Guard to try and keep himself alive, but that will not be enough. Earl King will find another one, and there goes the Shockwave, finding the Guatemala. Guatemala, now going incredibly low, is going to have to use the heal. They get slowed just a tiny bit. Will it be enough? Chaimu charging forward. Chaimu building it. Realm Warp coming in, and they're now going to be in trouble. Uncle Moon coming in on the backside. Earl King does not have the Shockwave. There goes the Vanguard's Edge, but Chaimu putting in the work is going to find the knockup on Uncle Moon. Uncle Moon queuing in the back line. Uncle Moon taken down by the Empowered Auto from Perky the Parrot, and now Sign Me Up is here. It might be a disaster for Comfy Gaming as Low Shield gets pulled back and shut down. Aatrox picks up the kill. Sign me up for that comeback.
Yeah, it doesn't look that big, but if you take a look at the gold for the teams, that was a big swing. I think it was like 3 or 4K swing after this turret drops.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I mean, still, you know, Aatrox not going to be in contention with the Irelia, but junglers, even gold. Mid lane, Earl King is now ahead. Bot lane, there's still a disparity, but Earl King being ahead, if your team fried chicken, is what you want.
Oh, that's totally what you want. And I was a little nervous for Mojo the first time around, diving that mid turret. The second time around, I think was definitely asking for it. So maybe that's the target you look for if you're Team Fried Chicken. You see if Xin Zhao is going to be overreaching.
Yeah, as Xin Zhao's are wont to do.
Yeah. You would know, yeah.
I would. But regardless, 3 Drakes are now in the pocket of the comfy folks, sitting in their PJs, no doubt. As Mojo has decided that this bush is where he's going to live all game.
Yeah, I would do this too, I think. I love bush sitting, especially when you're ahead. You have this much control on the map, and yeah, that obviously spoils the fun, but...
Yeah, good little blue ward out there from... Who has it? Perky.
Ziggs, yeah.
Good old Perky. I like Perky. Nice guy.
Perky's cool. I think Earl and Perky are the only people I've played with from this team. From both teams.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually... Well, I've played against them. I've played against Chaimu as well. Well, I've played against the entirety of Comfy Gaming.
I've played against this entire team except for Sign Me Up. I haven't played against Comfy Gaming, I don't think.
Yeah, they were in Coffee House's group, and yeah.
Oh, you don't need to... We all know how that went. Yeah,
Anyway, 7K gold lead here for Comfy Gaming. 3 Drakes. But we do have the objective bounties. Now, can you recall any particular moments where objective bounties really help a team get back into it?
When they first came out, they were a little overtuned, I think. But nah. No. Not unless it was like a Jinx team or something with insane scaling and it just put the brakes on for long enough. But I don't think that's the case here. Chaimu getting a little bit of a...
I don't know if Chaimu's actually disconnecting.
Yeah,
I've
seen
like
this
their
where
movement
people play
is
through
fluid,
it.
like
Yeah.
even through the disconnects. So it's either their ping is spiking really aggressively, or the game is lying to us. And I kind of believe the latter.
I've seen this where they're Pangle Spike, but they don't think they're DC'd, and that because it doesn't pop up like the trying to reconnect thing, but
Hmm.
they're actually DC'd. You know,
Okay, I like
I've had this happen.
KFC able to find some of the bush cheese of their own. Not sure if they were spotted out. I'll have to see
I think
going
they
into this
cleared a
drink fight.
word in River, so there's a possibility that Comfy Gaming's aware of
Hmm.
what's going on.
Yeah,
That word spotting one out.
Dinosaur
This is
Chains.
different.
I
They
like.
just don't have the Blitzcrank, so
Yeah, I like this play from Comfy Gaming. They say, "Oh, you got control over the river, and you have to stay there in order to hold it." Okay, we'll just take your mid lane. What are you gonna do about it? And the answer is nothing. They need the Drake, or the game ends.
yeah.
Oh,
And
sign
there's
me up.
still
It's going
time
to get
for
pulled out of the bush there. How much damage are they going to take? Activates the World Ender to go ahead and heal up on Uncle Moon, but that is not who you want to be meleeing as Aatrox.
Earl's
Orb
holding the
is
ult too.
sitting in the way. Earl King going to have to use Command Protect to get out.
Yeah. Sign Me Up's trying to get the recall, has TP available, but is getting
Oh, but
chased down by
there's the
Lolday.
tower and
That's
the
doomed.
ace in the hole
Oh
from downtown.
no.
Okay, Dinosaur Chainsaw does miss a hook, but KFC have been routed from the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, they have to be careful with this because the Shockwave is still available. There is no Ziggs ulti to.
Okay, there goes Jalingo. Red team does confer the Eternal Soul.
It doesn't feel great.
Nope, it feels like this game is not long for the record books as Comfy Gaming Shield are going to go ahead and Realm Warp in style all 5 of them over to the Baron.
Completely unnecessary, by the way. I don't even think they're being chased here. They're just trying to end fast. We will see. Sign Me Up is back alive. Duolingo will be too if they go for a push here, but they are going to take the reset, slow it down just a little bit to get these items and try to guarantee a win on the next push.
Yeah.
And they've been really, really clean with the objectives in this game, pushing for each dragon, using that slightly advantageous jungle matchup,
Yeah.
and really winning these lanes as well. I mean, they've pretty much just dominated every way that they could.
Yeah. I would say the only place they're not hard smashing is mid lane, and even there you have, yeah, 1 fewer assist, but also 1 fewer death and 20 more CS, so at the end of the day, it might go just about even.
Yeah. So now, if you're a Team Fried Chicken fan, there's one good look left in the game, pretty much, for the Wombo. Otherwise, it's let's hope their mental
Okay,
holds
here we
together
go.
and they get a
Going
good
over the
draft.
trap line. Jalingo going aggressive, not quite able to find what he wants, but does force the... nope. Watermelon did not flash. Okay, Uncle Moon going here with the teleport, uses the Vanguard's Edge, finds Earl King. And that is not what you want to see. Perky the Parrot and Jalingo now looking aggressive, but Uncle Moon says, I would take this fight. Uses the W damage reduction, doesn't quite find Perky on the back line, and Chaimu is going to go ahead and pick that one up. Now Sign Me Up, perhaps looking for Lol Day, is going to find a pullback here. Jalingo going in with the blind. Chaimu diving down, finding a knockoff onto one. But here comes the chainsaw, and it misses with the hook.
Close.
It was close.
Yeah, that looked kind of rough for Comfy Gaming, but you know, they didn't have to be super clean.
Doing the old wallet smackaroonie. Just pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, Uncle Moon said, I'm only really worried about one dude, so I'm gonna go get him.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just go take him out.
Yeah, this is kind of not amazing. They just get the inhibitor and leave with this Baron so
Yeah,
far.
Jalingo going a bit aggressive. It is going to be melee onto Mojo here. We'll see if they want this. They are going forward. Does have Chaimu on the back end, but not quite.
I'm kind of liking this for, I mean, like, they're not winning, but I'm kind of liking this for Team Fried Chicken, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Not the most pressure a Baron push has ever put on a team. And right now, as it stands, with all ults up, you could see the combo of, you know, you get the Magnet Storm, you get the Ziggs Bomb, you get the Shockwave, and then you have a Graves ult go on top of it. But we're going to have to see as we do have a fight breaking out here. Uncle Moon getting pulled back. Oh, beautiful Crescent Guard, but an absolutely massive Command Shockwave. But is it going to be enough TTV? Is Mojo staying alive? Sign Me Up doing damage, healing up with the World Ender, but Guatemala is just shredding in the back line. Going godlike. And that is going to force the Fried Chickeners to back off.
I think they take that trade.
Oh,
That's
100%.
a 1 in 7 Aatrox for Uncle Moon. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, they take that trade. I think the biggest thing they lose there is actually Shockwave.
Uh-huh.
All their Wombo goes for 1 kill, and that's gonna make it really, really hard
Well, they used
to
all their
hold a
ults
push.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the entire Wombo combo is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Moon doesn't have TP though, so joining a push is not gonna be possible immediately. And they are kind of grouping for this bottom wave, so getting the tower is probably the first objective. We'll see if they can get any kills to push further, but the problem for Team Fried Chicken is they don't have their ults, and they also are forced to leave somebody on top side to clear those supers.
We got Earl King maybe went a bit too aggressive there. Is now Dinosaur Chainsaw might look for the fadeaway hook. Is running away though. Not going to throw that one out there.
Earl had like no mana and was just standing in front of the Blitzcrank. Didn't really care. Kind of crazy.
Doesn't get punished for it, so I guess it's a good play.
Yeah, it must have been good. I know what it would look like if I made that play. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So if say we come from a hypothetical universe where Team Fried Chicken win this one.
Fantasyland.
Yeah. What
Okay, yeah.
happens?
If Team Fried Chicken win this game, and you're comfy gaming, I think you just, I don't know. That's tough. I can't see this game being any more one-sided for the first like 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to redraw the whole strat, or just maybe just play the same thing and clean end. You know,
Yeah.
like they did kind of mess around. They had Uncle Moon diving solo versus 4 to get Earl. You know.
Yeah.
Didn't back him up properly.
But
Like,
I mean, it's an Irelia player, right? Like that's kind of in the DNA. You can't
Look at
expect
this
him
play.
not to.
this play is way too dank. They're gonna bail on this quick. Find a different, but that's a bad bush. You pick a different bush.
Yeah.
You know?
KFC actually. Ooh, maybe they're making the call.
They're losing the game if they do this, right? Like they just have to be in base right now.
Perhaps.
Elder takes way too long.
Yeah. Yep, turret is going to get shredded here as the united front of the comfy gamers are going to take the lap. Oh, wait. Mid inhib's still up. Mid tower is still up.
Yeah. So this is still good though, because you've regained control of. Yeah, that's good. Wait a minute. What?
2.
That was bugged, right? Those two guys that were in the middle of it didn't move.
It's a whole thing. If you're like walking out, like if you're like messing around inside of Rise's Ult. Oh, there goes the Magnet Storm. It finds 4. There goes the Zigzag. That's absolutely massive damage. This could be the fight that they're looking for. Mojo going in aggressively though onto Jalingo. Jalingo looking for the damage. Uncle Moon though may be able to find Perky. The hotline does find 1, but Earl King still alive. Lolde now looking for the blood of the king himself, but is going to find himself into 2. Chaimu finding the knock-up. Sign me up as well, as there goes the Sonya's Dinosaur Chainsaw looking for damage, but meanwhile Elder has gone critically low. They find 1, but they pay for it in Lolde's life. Earl King was looking for a spicy move, does find the Shockwave, not going to be enough to pick off Dinosaur Chainsaw as he has some resistances at this point, but will try and help Sign Me Up get out of here. Wind becomes lightning, does go wide, a good sidestep. Earl King using these balls to protect his team, but now Guatemelon's here and you have to be careful. If you get autoed by Caitlyn once, I think you die.
Earl gets tickled that he gets Elder shocked and dies. But he has the damage to one-shot Guatemelon as well, I think.
Yeah, no Shockwave here for another 20 or 30 seconds. Last inhib is going to be on the table. Jalingo maybe looking for the pick. Are going to near sight Guatemelon, but Guatemelon is going to walk away. There goes the Zig's ult though, and there's the fadeaway shut down onto the graves.
They're still in it. There's only 2 Elders left. It is on, I guess Blitzcrank's not the best, but it is on Mojo still.
Mojo will apply
One
that
of the
to
divers.
everyone, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is closer than I expected for the game state we had like 5 minutes ago.
That was a absolutely game-changing Magnet Storm.
Oh, the Magnet Storm? It was
yeah.
that was a 5-man, right?
I think it was 4. I think it was 4.
Yeah, I guess Mojo was probably on the Drake, right?
Yeah, but still, 4-man, good enough. As they are going to desperation look for the Baron here off of the resets. Elder is going to still be up onto the Blitzcrank here, and this might not be what you want, is you are going to take increased damage from the Elder here. Uncle Moon on one of the flanks, sign me up, uses the World Ender to go in. Not quite going to do that much damage to the Irelia just yet, but it does not matter. They are 1v5 right now, and they go into the entire team. Now Mojo is applying the damage, is going to find one, is going to find two. That is the Elder buff incoming. Pentakill, as now Chaimu has to run for the life. Triple kill is in the hands of Mojo. Chaimu might be the fourth to fall, and Perky will deny the penta, but it matters not because the game will still end.
Yeah, this is, I mean, there's a chance that Ziggs kills everyone, but it's going to take a while, and they're going to have to be trolling real hard for it to work.
Yeah. Uncle Moon dancing with those blades around the Nexus, seeing if they can find another Ziggs kill to pad their stats before the game ends, but it is not going to happen, as game one
still on the... Huh?
goes to come.
Oh, it's over. Yeah. I was hoping they would wait, and then, because you can get the penta until the other teammate responds, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think after Quadra, unless somebody respawns, you can still get penta. So they could have held the end until, like, the very last second.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have... Okay, we're still spectator bugged on the endgame screen, too.
Yeah. What do you change if you are Team Fried Chicken here? Going into game 2.
I'm going to be honest. I felt like they had a hard time playing through their lanes with this jungle pick. And Jalingo is a really, really good ganker.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you want to keep like similar lanes, I think you need a little bit more proactivity for Jalingo. That's my thing.
Okay.
Maybe that Xin Zhao is an option. Maybe the Hecarim, which was open.
All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and see if we have another custom is being created right now by Earl himself. So we're just going to have to wait for an invite there.
Yeah, I need Earl and Victor, honestly. That's what I really want to see.
Okay.
Forget about everything else. Put Earl and Victor and let him go.
It was banned against them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that'll make it hard.
Yeah, a little difficult. Little difficult there. But
yeah, oh
no, huh? Huh?
Oh, I just got a DM. See, we can ignore it. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's just Dewey. He was saying some nonsense.
Oh, okay. I see.
I thought it was maybe someone from the lobby. But no. Do you have a invite to the lobby already, or
not yet? But I can ask Earl here.
Invite me, please. Smile. There we go.
Are you in here already?
No.
There you go. Okay.
I'll join this team. Maybe this one. I don't know. How'd the betting go?
Looks like some people made out like bandits. A couple thousand schmeckles. Comfy Gaming were actually the lower bet team.
Yeah.
They had less schmeckles on them. So
I could see that. Team Fried Chicken's pretty well known within the league. And
Yeah.
a lot of crowd favorites on the team, so.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, there were some really, really high ranks for Comfy Gaming, right? They had like a Masters player. Could be TFT rank, you never know.
Yeah. Uncle Moon D1. Yeah. I mean, this is executive, so you're getting the creme de la creme.
Yeah, they're good.
Dewey,
Yeah.
thank you for the prime. You know what it is. You gotta go to the Denny's. You gotta go out back. Talk to manager Todd. Pancakes are on us. Thanks, buddy. Also says Popoba is cracked. Mighty is stinky.
You don't need, neither of those people are here right now, do we? So try again.
I think what he means is someone you don't know is
Stinky.
cracked and Praetorian is stinky, which is rude.
That is rude. I don't know why anyone would say that about me. We be thinking it's hard.
Hamsters.
Okay. He thought it was
Guatemalan.
you that said it's sick. Let's go.
My master's rank is not TFT. Guatemalan is actually masters, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
Holy,
that's what I was saying.
holy cow. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, they played okay. Maybe Diamond 2 gameplay. Work on that, you know?
yeah.
Something
Yeah, they
about
are.
like
They are
picking on
masters with one LP.
there's just something about picking on like high elo 80 carries that makes me very happy. You know?
Hmm.
Like Seer, easy target, you know. Watermelon, you know. You know how it is. I just promoted the other day. Hey, congrats, congrats.
Congrats.
Actually big.
Actually huge.
I got a bunch of people dropping out of the lobby like flies, man.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's about. Okay. Team Fried Chicken will be going for the blue side again, which I thank them for because it makes my job a lot easier.
It's a big ask, honestly, to move all the things around between games. Like it's harder than people think.
We do have a spec link, so hopefully we will be seeing this draft going up nice and soon.
Ah, they also linked the blue link, which I clicked on.
Ooh, you gonna draft for him?
If they ask me to, I'll consider it. You know, might help them out. Never know.
All right, what's your blue side draft here? What are you picking?
Okay. Easiest way to do this: Malphite top,
Okay.
Hecarim jungle,
Mm-hmm.
Victor or some control mage mid. Perky the Parrot, I think, is gonna play. Given the bans that we saw,
Mm-hmm.
I think Perky the Parrot will be. I know they like Ezreal,
Ash?
but it's not my favorite. Ash would be great. But I don't know if they play it. Actually, they play it. I've seen them play it. Ash would be my pick, yeah. And then support. There are better things than Rel if you want to engage. Leona's really easy to pick, but then there's also like Nautilus. You know, even like a Thresh would be fine, although probably not into Blitz. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know.
Alrighty. Well, we are going to go ahead and get to see what ends up happening here in a little bit. How's everyone's Wednesday? Tell me in chat. Talk to me. Address me directly.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to tell you about their day. I'll be honest with you, man.
Damn.
How was yours, dude? How was it?
It was pretty good. It was busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
You like that? You like busy?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It's just interesting stuff. I gave this presentation that it was supposed to only last like 15 minutes, and then it ended up like lasting an hour because we just started talking.
But you feel satisfied now that it's done.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a great conversation.
Okay, okay. That's good. That's good. We do see the bans are getting underway. I don't know if KFC is ready. Okay, they are ready. Pike ban straight off again.
Leeson ban.
Yeah, I think targeting Jalingo makes a lot of sense to me. Jalingo's very good on a few key picks, and then like also good on the other picks. But
Why is it
definitely
that
known for
everyone
particular
is a
things.
Lee Sin player?
I'm not a Lee Sin player. Fact.
That's true. You didn't have Lee Sin in your jungle list that you're sharing with me that I won't tell everyone about.
Yeah. Only Riven, not Lee Sin. Riven's just better than Lee Sin.
Listen, if you play River Jungle, I will show up and I will cheer for you. I will also flame you in chat and tell you it's a bad pick, but I will cheer for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Jinx, last ban, calling it.
Oh,
Got it.
wow! Shocking!
I never saw a Jinx ban like that before, but now that I've seen it, I knew, you know. I do see Graves' first pick. Hate that. Definitely don't run the same comp back. That was terrible. Just don't do it. I think they need more proactive lanes then if they're going to run this Graves, because he kind of got like run over in the jungle a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really hate to see that happen again.
Yeah, do you mind if I run and grab some water? I am.
No, that's fine. No. Let's just talk about these picks. We see the Caitlyn, the Xin Zhao again. Happy to see that from Comfy Gaming. If you're up in a series and there's like no pressure really to change up the draft, you didn't feel anything was out of place or out of whack, just run it back. If you lost game one in a series and it wasn't close for the first 25 minutes, don't run back the same picks. As we see, the first three locked in for Team Fried Chicken are identical to game one, and I feel this is somewhat problematic. We will have the Orianna for Roll King.
They really said, let's do it again, huh?
They said, yeah, sign me up. That was great. I really want some more. And the lock-in hasn't come through for Orianna, and it's going to be Lucian. Okay. So the first change from the draft is going to be this Lucian pickup, and that is a three-way flex, pretty much.
Critically buffed.
Yeah. I kind of like it, honestly. I think I'd like to see that go for Earl, but it is a three-way flex, and there's a lot of like options on the table right now. Every champion that Team Fried Chicken has played can be played in a couple roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like it. I just feel like it severely lacks sustained DPS in frontline. Like those three champs. And they like
I don't think that Ziggs and Lucian should be existing in the same universe with this team. Mm-mm. That's the issue I have. Yeah. See the Fiora ban. So they're skeptical of like the Lucian top Graves top ideas. Malphite gonna be banned away. So targeting that top pool. I wonder what the idea is for Team Fried Chicken here for the rest of the draft. I'd like to see some more changes, honestly, to their game one draft.
Yeah, the Rel was... I mean, I like the concept of the Rel with the Ziggs. And actually, I like Rel with this team in general. I like the fact that it gives you engage and frontline. Maybe Leona is a good alternative.
Yeah. The hook champions are pretty hard to play into Blitzcrank because they're not really like, other than Nautilus is okay because like you can maybe click R on the Caitlyn.
No, Nautilus. There's
that as well.
Yeah, you can
the interaction.
Hook the wall to prevent yourself from getting pulled by Blitz. I know.
Being pulled in's not always bad for him either, though.
No, it's not. Although I would say he seems like he would be tankier than he is as a champ.
Oh, Nautilus, yeah, for sure.
As a Nautilus jungle connoisseur.
Yeah, support gold's even harder because you just don't have the same items. We do see a lot of supports being hovered here. They are definitely not sure what they want to do. Nautilus flickered through a few times. Probably what I think they'll pick.
Enchanter. Oh, yeah. Okay, they're just still going.
Leona Nautilus making the most sense in my head. Rakan getting hovered for a while. Nautilus now getting hovered again, and that's locked in. I think this is one of the better things they could have selected as an adaptation from game one. We'll see what they choose to round out. Probably top lane being selected here. I don't think it'll be Aatrox because the counter pick is still available for the enemy top laner. I think something like maybe Gnar would be okay. They need some CC.
Oh, Trundle. I like Trundle and Zhao.
Yeah. I think it's okay into Aurelia as well if you're going Hullbreaker.
Yeah. And that's if this isn't like put the Trundle in the jungle, send the Graves top angle.
I kind of like that, actually. I think that gives Jalingo a little bit more of an early game tool.
Get more of these ganks off, perhaps win more of these skirmishes. Trundle, yeah, really good into Aurelia too, because you do remove attack damage when you Q people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. Graves into Aurelia doesn't seem amazing though, so I think this will be Trundle top.
Yeah, likely.
We're getting some R's. I think they're ready. Tell them stream is R. And they ignored me and just started anyway. It's good.
I've got the prediction up nice and early, so you have 5 minutes to get your schmeckles in this time. Are there me?
Let's help chat out a little bit this time. Let's say, which side do you think is ahead from the draft?
Oh, 100% comfy.
100% comfy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just based on game one alone, or do you think there's like, do you think this is a draft thing that affected them in game one, or do you think it was a play thing?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, as we do see the Trundle heading up towards the top lane. Um, Obviously, I think a lot of I think a particular part that was emblematic of stuff going wrong was you had Sign Me Up pushing really aggressive into turret. Jalingo came up to try and get a dive done, but Mojo had the read, and so it turned into, them not quite having enough damage in the dive to get the Irelia, and then obviously it's a low level dive and then 2v2, so you're going to lose out on that one. And a lot of time it did feel like Mojo found Jalingo where he was going for these ganks, perhaps a little bit too aggressively. So maybe spicing up your jungle pathing, getting a little bit creative with it, actively denying more vision, just so that maybe Mojo can't quite predict where you're going.
Yeah, I think one thing that was very important this time around that we did see finally get locked in here is that Earl will be piloting the Lucian instead of the Ziggs. I don't think Lucian has a very fun time in that bottom lane, even though it's probably playable. Caitlyn's just much more annoying for Lucian than Ziggs. Ziggs can just safe farm and never interact, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Earl is going to be able to put the pressure on this Rise and actually maybe have a more dominant performance this time around. I'd like to see Chaimo looking for these roams up into mid lane as well. And maybe get the snowball going in one of the lanes rather than just kind of being defeated everywhere across the board.
Yeah, I think Trundle, a better pick into the Irelia, has much more of that dueling potential. So, little draft adjustments are good.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed we don't get to see Perky on a traditional AD carry.
Yeah, I still think Ashe would have been good. But when you're running the two ADCs on the top side, it solves some of those issues we were talking about in game one, where they didn't have that, scaling ADC to fall back on if they get a little bit behind.
Mm-hmm.
So there is an adaptation. It's not for Perky, but maybe Perky is wanting to opt into this lane against the Caitlyn player who's Masters. Could be a factor.
You have a point. I won't deny that.
Yeah. And I don't blame him, honestly. Guatemala played very well in the first game. And I wouldn't want to necessarily take... even though Ashe is, by most people, considered favored into Caitlyn, I don't know if I'd want to square up in that way against somebody like Guatemala. So
yeah, Guatemala a bit cracked here. Congratulations to them again on hitting Masters. Very monumental achievement. I know if I hit Masters, I would be screaming it from the rooftop. So
Yep. You definitely would. I can see it now. Your neighbors all yelling, "Get down from there! It's 9 a.m." I'm assuming you would have played through the night till 9 a.m. to hit Masters as well.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm still a little bit unhappy with this Graves pick in the jungle. I don't feel like this is Jalingo's best performing champion. But I think there's probably some practiced strategy that they have that they're going for here. I'm just not seeing it yet. And it's up to Jalingo and crew to kind of prove it, why this is the pick that they really want to go for.
Yeah.
They first picked Graves both rounds.
Could just
right?
be they think it's a great B1. Jalingo feels really comfortable on it, and they're banning out Jalingo's other champions. But, I mean, as you mentioned, Hecarim is still open. I think, hot take, I think Udyr's really strong right now.
I do too. Udyr's insane.
I think he does a ton of damage with very few items. I think you just need to build Swifties and build tank, and Phoenix Stance does all the damage you need.
Yeah, you go tank, he can never die, and he's actually killing ADC. And he zooms faster than Hecarim. I tried catching him. It's not possible. Yeah, Udyr upsets me. I need to start playing him. I'm not gonna lie. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
You play Trundle, you try to slow him down. Nope.
Yeah, you hit him, you're like, I should win this duel, and he's like, nah, Phoenix stance.
Yep. Mixed damage, full tank. Yeah.
Mm. Well,
So what do you think about the adjustments here in the bot lane with the Nautilus? Do you think this is a little bit easier to play for Perky?
I don't think it's as good. I think the Rel or Leona is better because they more set up that like AoE zone for the Zigzalt.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I think it is a better lane counter. Nautilus, if you have the movement, if you've practiced the matchup, does counter Blitzcrank pretty aggressively when you land those wall hooks. Because if you're playing Nautilus and you get hooked by a Blitzcrank, but you hook the wall, you get pulled to the wall, not to the Blitzcrank.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a timing thing. If you actually hook the wall and then get pulled by Blitzcrank, it doesn't work. So you have to
Yeah.
pull yourself to the wall during the hook.
Yep. But
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a little bit better for lane. Um,
also, they didn't have
they did
either
have
B
problems.
skin last game. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, that was super disappointing. I didn't want to mention it. I thought chat would be very upset, but
As we don't have the bug this game.
yeah. We do have one of them where Dinosaur Chainsaw
Oh,
is
yeah,
still
yeah,
slightly
yeah.
offset from the rest of the team who are creeping into the middle. It's very cool, Riot. Good job.
Very cool. But we are going to get on to the Rift. It looks like it is going to be a relative 5-point for both teams. Chainsaw not calling for the 5-man, let's pull one person and kill him, which is what I would
hate
personally
that.
want to see. But if you are comfy here, I think you are feeling confident from last game. Do you think that that's an angle that KFC can exploit?
So what I'm seeing in this level 1 is actually telling me something about comfy gaming. They're trying to counteract this overconfidence by playing, maybe just a little more reserved this time around in the early stages, right? If you're playing Blitzcrank, your instinct is to go and invade. Try to get that level 1 kill, right? They did it the first game. They're going to position for it now after they 5-point and see that there's no desperate invade coming through. He does it again. He doesn't. Just wait, man. Just like, yeah. And I kind of like the look still, but I think this is like a mental indication that they're maybe trying to hold back those that winning spirit. Like, okay, we won the game. Let's just close it out. They're still taking this seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. As Earl King is going to have a little bit more agency this game to look for solo kills. We already kind of see that aggression in the mid lane as he is positioned very far up on this wave.
Yeah, this is totally how you play the Lucian versus Ryze matchup. It's really, really free, especially in these first levels where Ryze doesn't have any combos.
Motashine! Thank you for subscribing with Prime. Let's go! You know what it is. Go to the Denny's in Vermont. It's the one to the south. Talk to our manager, Todd. Go out back. And
That guy's about to unsub.
he'll hit you with the free pancakes.
Oh my god. I mean, I like that it was over the top, but my god, was that over the top?
I mean, he said let's go. That wasn't me.
Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. I think they missed XP bottom on that one caster that went down. So, gonna be a little delayed hitting level 2 as Dinosaur Chainsaw and Guatemala are already there.
Yep. Sign me up.
Oh no.
Playing forward again.
Yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen how it went. I think the Trundle has a little bit better time, though, as the CS is definitely indicating that Uncle Moon doesn't want to fight these early stages.
Luffy93 forgot to vote, so here goes all my schmeckles. Yo, save those for a rainy day, my man. You could make
put 'em
us
in.
drink our beverages of choice for a time
Put
that
them
you
in.
get to determine.
And you can only get more Schmeckles by putting them all in. Them's
True.
the rules.
True. You should tell
Look at
that
this
to
quote.
Roselle.
Oh yeah, I have told that to Roselle actually.
I like
Praetorian-
this patience from Mojo a lot. You,
I mean, me.
Thanks.
I'm Praetorian.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go all in.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Only if Roselle does, but Roselle's a coward. So. Facts. I can say that because Roselle didn't join us on the broadcast today.
Wasn't that because he has a game?
No, no, no. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. No reason at all. I'm a little disappointed in Earl. I think that there was a way to put a lot more pressure on. Only getting one corrupting stack out of Lolde is a big issue. And actually, that trade sucked.
Yeah.
It really wasn't great.
Was under the turret, so Lolde taking advantage of that zoning.
Yeah, but you could see the corrupting get popped before the trade starts. And if you're Lucian there, just back up. Yeah.
Yeah, make him burn the corrupting pot. Don't give him the value. As he is now out of those stacks, but Mojo is now here.
Yeah,
Also, got to be careful. There goes the flash for the win becomes lightning hit. Is saving the audacious charge for the back end. Earl King holds the flash well, gets over the wall, gets out home.
That was not disappointing from Earl. Really well played on that gank. A lot of people would be shocked, surprised when Mojo's flashing in on you and start blowing their sums, their abilities right away. Earl knows that he's not going to go down right away, walks away, gets the flash location that can't be followed, and really, really well played. The problem is, Earl is supposed to be stomping this mid lane, and it's just not going that way.
Well, Sign Me Up is doing a lot better in the top lane this time. Oh, but Earl King has now been forced to walk up again in the Uncle Moon, and now Mojo finding the damage. Lolde not quite gonna go down from that one.
Yeah, Lolde getting a bit low, but nice gank assist from the Rise. Really strong champion to be ganking for, and I love to see that Mojo is looking for that. It's not really going to make it immediately better for the Rise.
Fancying himself a duel in the mid lane. Is going to find one auto. Is going to find two. Slowing down the Jin Zhao. But the shotgun damage is just not quite enough. Flashes forward. I take it back. They find the kill under the turret. But now Perky the Parrot using the satchel charge. Forcing to go away. Graves getting killed by a minion. Going to be able to get that execute. Which aids very strong. Especially this early game when respawn timers. But there goes the power fist. Chaimu feeling the strength of the Blitzcrank.
That flash looked really weird.
Oh, Perky the Parrot gets hit by the hook. And that is almost a dead Ziggs.
Yeah, really, really tenacious, though, on the backside of that hook, trying to get the damage down on a Guatemala and forcing the heal. We do see Lolde is kind of lurking in the shadows here, spotted out by the pink ward, and going to return to mid lane. That does present an opportunity for Earl, with the ultimate now available, to try to cut off, but smartly, Mojo is down here on the bot side for this dragon pickup and to support the mid laner returning into this lane.
Yeah.
We'll see a little bit of a creep advantage building up in this top side as Sign Me Up has picked into a better matchup. The Cull actually picked up from Uncle Moon. Gonna try to play this one out a bit more slowly as Sign Me Up also grabbed a Cull early on and is not quite halfway down on it.
Yeah, absolutely. You like to see it. Well, depends on who you are, but
yeah, we also like to see this Cloud Drake coming early enough that it can't be the soul. So we will see Mountain after. That's going to leave Infernal, Ocean, and the beautiful, lovely Hex.
Oh, there goes the Vanguard's Edge, but Sign Me Up uses the ult of their own, and Uncle Moon is going to go critically low, even though underneath the turret, Uncle Moon is going to be taken down. The added resistances are too much to handle.
That's the power of the Troll King.
Yep.
What an insane champion, by the way.
Troll King is Perky the Bear gets picked up by the king of the bot lane here in Dinosaur Chainsaw and is going to go ahead and go down, even though they had the numbers advantage. Jalengo now looking for a return kill of their own. Ignite dropped onto the Chainsaw, but not quite going to be able to find it. Guatemala, the Masters ADC here, going to be sniping them down, doing the damage.
Yeah, painful, painful. Looks like Lolde
is going in aggressively here. He is going to find some damage, but maybe just quite enough as they are going to end up falling to Mojo on the back end. But they got the solo.
Yeah, you super take that if you're Earl. You super take that. It's not about, like, obviously Lolde is going to be pretty good into the late game, but Earl really needs these items and these stats to be able to fight other characters in these lanes, you know, once the game progresses out of the lane phase. And I think they do have a split push option with this comp. Ziggs Nautilus is going to be really, really safe in the 3 if they go 1-3-1.
Yeah, that's
so I could see that on the cards. We'll have Jalingo heading up toward this top side. I think this is an option now to go for this Herald play since Trundle is so far ahead.
And
Picking up the plated steel caps already as well.
did we already mention that Trundle has a call to match Uncle Moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he bought it earlier, so it's a bit more stacked up.
Okay, Prickly Parrot being found by Mojo here. Chaimu not going to be able to assist as there's the ace. And it's in his hole.
Oh, God.
Good use of the interaction there from Chaimu, though.
Yeah, it was. It was,
Chaimu.
definitely. I'm a little disappointed with Perky. I think you can play these satchels a little bit better from Ziggs to kind of be evasive with that movement. But last game as well, there were a few that just kind of came up short, popped him into a wall or didn't have the right angle. And just then as well, not getting the most out of it, popping the Xin Zhao in the wrong direction on top of himself.
Yep.
Do you see a bit of a pick being set up
Perky,
here? Has the help.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. A little bit better satchel there, but just not quite enough.
Sign me up. Looking for the DPS here as Jalingo and Earl King are now here to DPS Uncle Moon here. Stun not going to be able to find what you want, and that is a clean dive.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about earlier. They're answering with that Herald play on the top side, using that pressure from the Trundle pick into this turret. We do see Earl rotating back to middle, Chaimu holding the wave. Hopefully they don't lose too much over there. But a good answer to that bot side play.
Get the first turret.
Yeah, they're losing no plates on mid. Pretty good, pretty good.
They're actually up in gold for just a second there. Yep, there we are again. 100 gold lead, and it's gonna disappear.
Yep. Honestly, though, I think this is a win for Team Fried Chicken. This time around, I think they scale really well, and their comp is a little bit harder to execute in team fights, but it makes more sense to me overall. I would say. So they're gonna be happy keeping it pretty even. They're gonna try to go for these later drakes because it's still Graves and Xin Zhao, and they're losing a lot of bot pressure.
I really do
interesting.
like what they're doing here in terms of how the top and the jungle are moving together. You know, bringing up Earl King in time with Jalingo there for that top gank, just so you were certain you had it.
Yeah, definitely. Answering the three-man play on the bottom side with the three-man play of their own. And especially against the Rise with TP and Realm Warp available, you want to kind of ensure that play goes well. I think it's very good as well that they didn't lose anything on mid lane. The other thing I was looking at that's kind of interesting this time around is Guatemala has opted for the Titanic, or not the Titanic, what's this thing called? Kraken Slayer, instead of the Gale Force. So, gonna be a little bit less
shred, which makes sense.
Yeah, there's a Nautilus this time around.
Okay, hook for hook. There goes in, but Jalingo's finding the better part of the damage here. Crescent Guard having to use early as his Vanguard's Edge, but Mojo goes in and just deletes the parrot. Earl King not quite going to be able to find it from the backside. Does do a lot of damage over top, but gets knocked up for his troubles as Chaimu has to run. Realm Warp probably to catch him on the back end, but he finds quite a bit of damage. Is going to get shut down in the end. Ace in the hole finds the ace. Oh wait, Perky's still alive. Oh no, Perky respawned.
Perky respawned, yeah. Perky does have ultimate, which might thwart some of these dragon ambitions, but I don't think it's very likely. And it was a really, really good fight from Comfy Gaming. I think funny interaction there with Chaimu, where Chaimu just hooks first and barely moves at all from the blitz hook. But yeah, didn't go great.
I think Perky's got to play these fights from just a little further back. You're the Ziggs, you can throw in the bombs, you know?
Well, Perky just straight up got caught, right?
Yeah, I mean, true.
Yeah, I think you're right, though. You can't be... I heard Sneaky say this pretty well. If they can see you, you're mispositioned in some of these games, right?
Oh, no.
Like, they can just flash and CC you and you're dead.
Yeah,
right?
Earl King now is going to be the target of Mojo here.
Yeah, I didn't really love how Earl played that fight either. Kind of diving in for max DPS over like 2 seconds instead of trying to kite it out. And
yeah, I think
he did get the ignite done. Yeah. He did get the Ignite down too and finished off, I think, Dinosaur Chainsaw. But it's just not really what you're looking for there.
Yeah,
It got a little bit too deep.
So many targets that got so low that fight. If there's just a little bit more damage, that fight could swing one way or the other.
Yeah, we do see it is going to be the Ocean Soul for this map. It's not the most exciting, but it's better than Cloud, so I'll take it.
I think it's very good on both teams here. As there goes the Nautilus ult on the Guatemala. They're going to look for the AD carry here. Guatemala is forced to flash. Mojo's going in and uses a great Crescent Guard. Sign me up, trying to find Guad, but the pillar getting in their way a little bit. Hurricane going forward, flashing, looking for the culling, not quite going to be able to find it. Ziggs finds it on the back end with just a tickle of damage. That is a 3 for 2. Kind of a bloody trade.
Yeah, a very split up fight, and the dive was pretty desperate onto Guatemala, I'll be honest. They could have just cleaned up the kill under turret and had less deaths going in. But I respect the play.
Dinosaur Chainsaw not quite able to find that hook. Real close though.
Yeah, we do see the Cole completed for Sign Me Up, still 17 stacks on Uncle Moon, but Uncle Moon's getting a lot of kill assist gold in these fights, so kind of making up for it. And they're almost catching up in the overall gold.
Very interesting that the Trundle went first item port, just kind of saying, I know what you're going to build, Irelia.
Yeah. I'd like to see, I think Hullbreaker is still a smart move.
I agree, on Trundle, on top Trundle especially, where,
yeah,
you know, you already shred turrets with a normal Trundle build.
Is that nerfed on this? But did we look? Is that nerfed on the patch?
I don't think it is, because this is like not a official patch. It's
okay.
like
so it's probably fine.
A mid patch.
Like
I don't think it was. Yeah, hit us up in the comments if it was nerfed. Tell us that we're wrong.
Yeah, like, subscribe, hit us up in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't remember to hit that bell button.
For real. I hated that. Let's never do that again.
Let's do that all the time.
Every time. Yeah. Okay. Like they are gonna rotate up for this Baron. Or actually, it's just
barreled.
It's only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Barreled.
He is going to be kind of caught out here. Okay. On the defense for the DPS, but Crescent Guard is going to make sure no much damage is going to be handled. He goes forward. He is going to find the trade, but the ace in the hole will surely find him. Wolde going to pick that one up from the assist damage.
Could have given it to the chainsaw, man.
Hey, you want your Blitzcrank as fed as possible. Also, where's Blitzcrank's death cap? I'm going to riot.
How's he going to go full AP if he's poor, man? Come on.
Why do you build Locket on Blitz? Build a Ludens.
For real. Honestly, Ludens is the wrong choice, though. You go Everfrost for sure.
Chaimu.
Chaimu's DC'd? Yeah, Chaimu is DC'd. Sorry, thought he was baiting. Yeah, they should have paused immediately. I actually think it's pretty... if you're in a spot like this where nothing is happening and you're pretty sure that somebody DC'd, just pause. You know? The time you don't want to do it is in the middle of a fight. This is super good respect. Yeah, super good from the side of Comfy Gaming. There's a little bit of a freeze. Yeah. I think I don't think this is like it's not against the rules to kill him there, but massive props and respect to let the guy live, I think. We will see this dragon spawning. This would be Soul Point, or put them on Soul Point for Comfy Gaming. Is going to be the Ocean in 45 seconds. I'd like to see them go set this up a little bit more. Maybe get the reset. Dinosaur Chainsaw is kind of solo picking in this brush. I don't know who they're thinking they're going to kill, but yeah.
Alone. The answer is Jalingo. But, yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of damage coming through.
Where's your AP?
Yeah. You see Mojo is down in position, but a little bit quicker from the side of Fried Chicken, and they're going to get the setup. Missing the CC. This is really good from them, honestly.
We're able to kind of get in here, kind of clear it out. You know, they have control over the river for now, even though they don't have control over... Ooh, sign me up. Going a bit aggressive here. Uses the ultimate before the fight, and is going to be able to get collapsed on. However, the rest of his team is just rushing the Dragon Flash over the wall from Uncle Moon. He's going to keep him safe. Now the Rise going in aggressively. Chaimu going to be found, but the ult goes down to the Guatemalan. Oh, Mojo using the Crescent Guard to block a ton of that damage. Support goes down, but now here comes the Trundle flanking from the side. You are going to be away. Realm Work takes Lol Day into the backside. Earl King, not quite sure where to go, is going to look for his Mojo. Culling comes out. That pops one. Dinosaur Chainsaw getting taken critically low. Guatemala being found by Earl King. That's a triple for the mid lane. God! Lol Day now going to be the next target, but he might be a little bit too tanky. Earl can't take it. The Thimble Winter is too strong. Sign Me Up comes to assist, but the god is felled. And Lol Day finds a triple of his own. Now it's Sign Me Up 1 versus 2. Is the Trundle strong enough to do this? Is going to go ahead and pick up that honey fruit.
So close to brilliance there from Fried Chicken, and Earl King playing super, super well, but biting off just a bit more than they could chew. I really love that move in the mid lane from Sign Me Up, as he is going to go for a little bit more here.
Okay, lots of damage coming through from this Trundle. Does not have the Subjugate up back yet, but is able to get into the Dragon Pit. There goes an Objective Bounty. Has been claimed by Sign Me Up. He takes the Dragon. They are both going to fall in compensation.
That's huge, though. That's so huge. They're going to buy a little bit more time on that Dragon Soul.
And drop 100 gold in each person's pocket.
Yeah, and the Objective Bounty as well is big, but that's honestly super, super important for them this game. Now, I was saying, I think Sign Me Up really played that well in the mid lane, pushing out Uncle Moon, taking that damage off, and trying to stop that mid prio from going over to Comfy Gaming. Coming in on the backside and cleaning up the fight was like the icing on the cake, you know, the cherry on top.
For sure.
But then really, really clean to just steal the dragon away at the end there, both junglers being dead.
Yeah, Signing Up putting in a ton of work here. I thought the engage onto Irelia there was troll, but I think it was actually kind of genius.
Yeah, I think it's really, really good.
Okay.
You don't want to give up mid prio in that spot. Earl King has got a lot of damage, but in a little bit of trouble here. Chaimu can definitely get out of the hook. We haven't really seen that interaction too much from Chaimu, but the threat of it being there makes you not want to... Yeah, you just don't want to go for it as Dinosaur Chainsaw.
You just have to execute it a couple of times so that you scare the Blitz.
Yeah. We do see Jalingo in a little bit of trouble. Gonna get the recall off just barely before Aurelia rounds the corner. They do get a blue buff for their troubles, though, and this is finally going to be Baron at 20 minutes, spawning up over here. They're getting the priority on it. They do have the mid push. They're going to push out this top wave, but I don't really think they want to do it just yet.
Yeah, not quite. Well, it does, like, this game is a lot closer than last one. They do have a gold lead, 5,000 about, but the extra damage that you take when you're hitting Baron is going to be a little rough.
Yeah, it's an easy way to throw a game for sure. We do see them continuing to hold this setup, though, as a little bit of movement from the side of Team Fried Chicken up toward that objective is going to cause them to take a few resets and just kind of reevaluate their spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rise, despite the nerfs to tank Rise, still seems to hurt quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't think the build changes too much. I don't love the Fimbulwinter, but, I mean, honestly, Archangel sucks.
Oh,
so.
Okay, might be in trouble here. There comes the TP. Sign Me Up is alone. Has used the Subjugate onto Lol Day. Look for the damage. Not quite going to be able to find it, but now on the other side of the map, Jalingo, Chaimu, and Earl King, along with Perky, the rest of the team have started up this Baron, and here comes the teleport. So they've trapped two players essentially on the top side of the map, and now they're going mid. Now, Lol Day has made it there with the teleporter of his own, but the Baron is already very, very low. They're going to have to find... Their jungler is too far away unless the smite is missed. Smite is found. Objective bounty is claimed. Earl King is going to fall in recompense, but let's see if they can get out of here with any of those shining purple bodies. There goes a beautiful Nautilus ult to buy them some time, getting that double knock-up, Sign Me Up, running for their life, using that blast cone, going deeper and deeper into the enemy jungler. Can they find the empowered Baron recall? No, they're going to greed for some juicy fruits, and now they are found 1 versus 4 in the enemy jungle. They give their life that the rest of their team might wear purple.
You type Worth stole the fruits in all chat, and you move on. That's the play.
Worth nom nom fruit tasty.
Yep.
What do you think a honey fruit tastes like?
I mean, the easy answer is honeydew, but I don't like that. I think it's much sweeter. I think it's like candy. You know, maybe like candy.
Have you ever had like
honeydew? I mean.
Oh, they do these I don't think I've ever actually had one. I've only like heard of them. So sometimes you'll take like a fruit and you'll like soak it in sugar syrup.
Yeah. You ever had like a candied apple?
I've had like caramel apples, but never like a candy apple.
This is a similar idea. But...
Yeah. But I mean, like, I saw this thing on this one, like, YouTube food channel that I watched where it was, like, these boutique clementines that are super concentrated in sugar solution for X amount of time, and then you, like, you know, eat them, and they're just insanely sweet. I think that's what honey fruit has to be like.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people would just be like, oh, it's some sort of melon thing. But no, it's got to be, like,
It's
way
clearly
bigger, right?
berry-esque. Like, it's massive. It's a massive berry, right?
Yeah. Some alien berries.
Ace in the Hole committed there before any kind of fight breaks out.
Yeah, the typical Caitlyn main play. You're just checking the damage. Astrox is about it. He knows.
I will.
No, don't. You don't want him to be confused. You know, he's easily confused. You see this dragon getting picked up. I don't think anything's going to be done about it. They didn't really push down for vision on this. They have a few barons left, I think.
Yeah, sign me up now.
Sign me up is
not going to be in the best of spots.
He's dead. Yeah.
Subjugate.
Almost got the Aurelia, but tricky spot, I guess.
Team still wearing purple. We're all going to be slowed down. Has to go forward with that Gale Force. Won't have it at the back end, but now here comes the entire team. Culling is going to find a lot of damage on Designers for Chainsaw. Knockup might not quite be enough. There goes one. Oh, but he will fall on the back end. Jalingo looking for enough damage, but Uncle Moon with that sustained Dipus. Oh, maybe not quite going to be applied. Shutdown goes over to Jalingo, using that Graveskew to maximum potential. Perky the Parrot kill donated very calmly over to Wolde.
He kills the... Oh my god, he killed the Caitlyn as well.
Hoo-wee! Okay. Maybe this is why they are first picking the Graves, because Jalingo
I
is
was thinking the same thing. I was looking at that fight, and I was like, yeah, I really don't get the Graves pick, and then he killed both of them. So, yeah, cool.
We're sorry we never doubted you, as Gold Lead has now narrowed down to about 3k, so while I don't think they found too many structures with that Baron, they certainly were able to close the gap.
Yeah, and the pings are coming out for this next dragon from the Trundle. They know that this is like critical for the game to continue for them. So they're going to be looking to set something up for that. And I think they're probably willing to give a lot up to stall out that soul as well. It's like you were saying earlier, it's with the Ziggs in the game, with this poke kind of style being available, you do want this this Ocean Drake for both sides. You see both teams just kind of collecting some jungle camps, consolidating across the map. Sign me up. I think it's being a little bit over ambitious on these waves, as they don't really have pressure in the other lanes just yet, but they're still trying to push in really hard.
Yeah, I mean, you are rather large on this Trundle, but as the game has gone on, you've found, okay, Subjugate is used there on Mojo, forcing out the Crescent Guard. Sign me up, able to go quite aggressive. It's going to be found by the stun, but has a lot of those resistances. Meanwhile, in the back end, Jalingo able to find another one. Watermelon forced to death in the Grave Screen by Perky the Parrot. Okay, now going aggressive. Mojo does not have the Crescent Guard anymore.
Oh, Mojo's so dead.
Sign me up, find some damage.
Huge.
Here comes the Realm Warp. No pillar available to stop it, but Team Fried Chicken have found their advantage. They are on the leading foot now. Gold Lead has collapsed. 1K.
Wow.
Only separating the two teams.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time that we've seen, maybe it's happened, but just not on screen, that Perky the Parrot was able to kill a turret with that satchel.
Yeah, huge value on the Ziggs here. It's probably going to happen again to this turret. Yep, there it goes. Yep. And now they're knocking on the inhibs.
Yeah, and that inhibitor going down 27 minutes into the game.
They were up gold. They were up gold for a half a second.
It's going to be very important for this next dragon coming up in 2 minutes just about, as that wave is going to stay pushed if they choose to pressure other parts of the map. Baron is spawning as well in the next 30 seconds. They did take their recall. They're going to be a little bit late to get there to set it up, but I don't think they'll be too late to stop it from going down.
Yeah. And I think Team Fried Chicken have just breathed life back into this series. I think it's entirely possible. We are now looking at a 3-game bank.
Yeah. I mean, don't count them out just yet. Comfy Gaming do have really good scaling. They have that rise. Still got the Caitlyn in that bit of a mid-game lull. but they are able to come back in this game. I don't even think they're not even really behind yet, but definitely the momentum has swung. We do have the vision getting set up around this Baron, as it looks like Solo Mojo is pushing through that mid lane. Solo Mojo is Mojo's cousin's league IGN for sure.
Is Dupe Dupe?
Dupe Saru, yeah.
Nice. Hi, Dupe.
Yeah. Hi, Dupe. We tried to get Evdingus on the cast. For those that don't know, Evdingus is Dupe's ADC.
Well, I was feeling tired today, and I was like, maybe I can pull an Evdingus, you know?
Oh, you're trying to take a nap on broadcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you that aren't aware of the LBLCS lore, Evdingus has been asleep on stream and actually forced the stream to end because he was the streamer and didn't join the next lobby for Game 3 of that series.
Meanwhile, Team Fried Chicken, they find another purple worm for themselves, and now they're feeling it.
Yeah, this is looking good. They are a little bit late for the dragon spawn, and they might just give it up in favor of these mid turrets trying to end the game quickly. Yeah. I don't know if I hate this play.
Ocean
they are going to be really fast.
They have only a little bit of heal cut. It is just Trundle who has it on their team. So I'm a little bit scared for them from that instance. They will be able to get value as they are absolutely melting these structures. We'll have to see it if it turns into a game, though. They do have 2 waves to empower with the Baron minions, but they are going to have to walk up to these turrets if they want to DPS them, and I don't know if they're just comfortable doing that yet.
I think they gotta slam it on through. I love this play only if they end the game right here, though, because this Drake
is finding quite a bit of damage. Mojo using the Crescent card to block quite a bit of it. Rise doing DPS. Both teams looking a little bit anxious. Fight poised to break out at any time now. Dinosaur Chainsaw looking aggressive. Team Fried Chicken will back away. It is now absolutely critical that you pick up anti-heal. I'm talking to every single Team Fried Chicken player.
They do have a slight gold advantage after picking up that mid lane 2 turrets and inhibitor there. But I don't think that they're actually ahead anymore with that soul being picked up. That's very, very difficult to play into, especially when you're looking at champions like Xin Zhao and Aurelia who already heal a ton. If they're allowed that extra staying power in these fights where they can kind of weave in and out, it becomes exponentially harder to kill them off. And I think that, you know, Uncle Moon and Mojo have been playing really well. They've shown that they're the players that you don't want having these advantages.
Well, also, I mean, if we look at Lol Bay here, absolutely cracked right now with the Rise. We look at that build, it is everything you want from a Rise. You've got attack speed slow, really, really good against the composition of Team Fried Chicken. Works well against all 3 of their topside members.
Oh, you mean the 24 KDA up like 40 CS Rise?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. He's doing pretty well, honestly.
The one with 14,000 gold?
Yeah, that one, yeah. Yeah, the armor stacking unkillable Rise. Yeah, that one. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. There is a Trundle being matched by that Rise down on the bot side.
They hurt this turret. It is going to go down. Mojo going forward, though. Jalingo being forced off. Heal used and committed in order to keep them in haste. Dinosaur Chainsaw cancels Earl King's ultimate, but now Earl King is fighting for his life. Mojo just able to find it, though, as Trundle is now alone, fighting to try to end. They are going to be able to find the turret, but I don't know if they're going to be able to find the game.
I think he has to kill the tower. Drop a word, drop a word. You have a word? You have a word. Oh.
Don't know. He did have a ward.
Yeah, and he has TP. Oh, that sucks.
I don't think these death timers are long enough that they can end just yet.
No, they can't end here, but that fight is kind of illustrating why it was pretty important that the play that they made around that soul was like, we're gonna end the game here with Baron, and you guys can maybe have soul for 5 seconds before the game's over. But now it's a permanent buff that you can never take back, and they didn't win the game. So they're really fighting an uphill battle for the rest of this. We do see, are they pinging vision? Yeah, there is a ward inside of Comfy Gaming's base that they are pinging out. It's not near the Nexus, and it has been picked up by that Blitzcrank.
But if you can get a wave pushing in, perhaps you have super minions in a lane and the enemy team doesn't, and that forces them to go mid and clear it for a while, and
Yeah, one of my teammates is very fond of the Elder Drake comeback play, where you steal an Elder and wipe the enemy team with the Elder like activations, even though you're behind. That's also a possibility here, as Elder Drake will be spawning in just under 2 minutes. So I don't think that Team Fried Chicken is totally out of it just yet. They have lost the gold lead again, and they are kind of fighting up this up against this brick wall of Ocean Soul. But see what their options are.
Yeah, I do love that you've got anti-heal across the team. No one has the upgraded anti-heal item just yet, but you can't really say, okay, I'm going to give you all my gold so you can build this full item. So everyone has to pick it up at the same time. I love that it's on 6, because
Summoner's Rift needs double up mechanics from TFT. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, to be able to like share gold. There goes Mojo. Crescent Guard is just going to knock the enemy team back as here comes the Nautilus ult. This is going to help find one. Guatemala might be found a little bit by the culling, not going to be able to take them all the way down, but now Mojo is going to be in trouble looking for the return to on Urking, but not able to be quite find it. This could be the look that they need. Sign Me Up is on the Nexus, and this is a very, very beefy boy. Is going to be DPS down here, but he's going to take the Nexus halfway out on his way out. Vanguard's edge used there as Chaimu goes in, but Chaimu is getting shredded. Guatemala doing the damage. It looked so good, and now they have to run away. Earl King pinched between a lull day and a hard place as the Realm Warp puts him in the pincer. Earl King is going to fall, and Jalingo is going to be left as the soul... Oh, wait. Nope, Perky's alive, too.
Just barely makes it on out of there. I think the damage actually went through just a little bit too late.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, that was tragic.
That was kind of a
just
throw
had to
from
wait a little
Simon.
bit longer.
I think if he even just autoed the Nexus more.
Yeah.
Because he was taking
your
breaks
team
to like auto champs versus auto the Nexus.
Yeah, I think the thought was that you have that little bit of life steal that you can try to sustain a bit longer, whereas you don't get that hitting the structure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I honestly think you just wait a little bit longer and your team can kind of put pressure again so that you're allowed to walk in. Mm-hmm. Either way, this is going to be Elder kind of getting a look from both teams, although Perky the Parrot and Jalingo will have a much harder time.
Sign me up! He is going to be knocked up here by Dinosaur Chainsaw.
He's so fast.
Oh, he's moving fast, but he's being kited back. Dinosaur Chainsaw going critically low. Dinosaur Chainsaw is going to be shut down here, and now Sign Me Up is buying time for his team. He could look for the end,
the Elder.
Or he can simply buy time for the buff. Elder buff is now picked up by Team Fried Chicken, and Wolday has to run for their life, but is found by the Nautilus Hook. Chaimu finding the damage. Sign Me Up running, though, from Guatemala. Ace in the hole is going to go ahead and pick off the enemy top laner, but is it going to be enough? You now have 4 Eldered up members of the Fried Chicken squad running at you. 2 inhibs down. Bear Nexus. Let's see what they can do.
This is way too sick. They're down 17 kills right now. They're even in gold somehow. They lost Dragon Soul, but they have the Elder. Can they end the game? Oh, the Hook gets stuffed by a minion.
Hook goes down. Jalingo goes in looking for Earl King. They clearly have a target in mind. Uncle Moon to the backside is going to eat quite a bit of the culling here. 1 goes down to the Elder. Let's see what happens next. Uncle Moon dives in, does have the stopwatch, but what happens? That's another down to the Elder. Dinosaur Chainsaw now going in, not going to be able to quite find the Earl King. Guatemalan looking to DPS the damage, looking to snipe from the backside. Will it be enough? The Nexus is getting hit. They can't find them. Game 2 goes to Team Fried Chicken!
Unbelievable play at the end there. And as much as we were like back and forth on different players, Jalingo, we weren't sure about the pick. Sign Me Up, we weren't sure about the plays. But man, oh man, did they manage to end with style. And a super, super close game 2 goes the way of Team Fried Chicken.
I did not see that one coming.
No, not at all.
Maybe I should have had more faith in Earl King, but... Woo-hoo!
Honestly, I'm not even sure it was an Earl King carry.
It was not an Earl King carry. I'm just going to say that right now. It was not an Earl King carry. It was good macro and team play.
Yeah. Yeah, and Perky the Parrot manages to bring back the scoreline. Actually has a shutdown at the end of that game, which I also didn't see coming. I don't know. What's the adjustment got to look like for Comfy Gaming moving forward?
I don't know. I'm just excited to see it.
Here's the advantage that Comfy Gaming has moving forward is they didn't have to change their strategy between game 1 and 2. They just continued on, and they haven't shown anything different. So if you have an adaptation in mind, being the side of comfy gaming, it's gonna come as a surprise at this critical point for Team Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Apparently, Perky the Parrot was in chat. Where's this message? Saying 80 gap.
AC gap.
Too much.
Watermelon comes out, flexes the eye. Master solo duo. Perky the Parrot hits him with the 80 gap. Perky, I do have to point out you were playing APC that game.
Yeah, honestly, you're just boosting Earl's ego at this point, and that's kind of gross.
True. Okay. Well, that was something.
That was a tough one, man. I mean, that was like hard fought from both sides, all the way down to the wire. And that last play, TPing in from Trundle, and just sprinting past the Blitzcrank as fast as he could to try to draw the attention away so they could do Elder. That's so clutch. Like, unbelievably clutch.
Yeah. Huge.
I don't quite have that invite to the new lobby, so wait on that for just a second here.
I
got a message,
just got my hands on it, so you...
Okay.
You know, I mean...
Yeah, eventually. Nobody really cares about the caster. They just want the streamer, I know.
It's okay. I need you here, Mighty, because otherwise I would slowly go insane.
Yeah,
Although, maybe that's good for views. I don't know. Tell us in chat, do you want me to slowly go insane?
Chat's very confused. They're like, why does someone you don't know talk like this right now? You know, this is not normal for him.
Cool.
Is he in chat, actually? I feel like it was.
Someone was in chat earlier. They're probably playing the game right now. Would be my prediction. Holy, 63 viewers. Woo.
It's not bad, not bad.
It's pretty good. It's
Not
pretty good.
not bad, you know. We'll take it. Tell your friends about us, guys. We were looking for
Extra,
all kinds
read
of,
all about it. Low budget LCS turns out banger matches.
Yeah, all your friends, if they want to join in the fun, make a team, you know, whatever. Just come and watch, you know. We don't care.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It is indeed.
I don't see him in game, so he must be in chat. That's all I'm going to say. Someone you don't know, if you're lurking, I'm watching you.
Oh, that lobby got nuked.
Yeah, where'd it go?
Huh. Cool. Did you see that they might be removing duo queue?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because like the vast majority of the games that I play during a season are duoed.
It's more fun.
Yeah, I don't find solo duo or just solo queue in general very entertaining. You know, like once you've played a league like this where you have a team and it's a fives format, it's just not the same to play solo queue.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna do that, they should make an effort to do another one of their little projects like that makes a better match-made experience for something like Flex Queue, but like, you know, less I have to queue up with 5 people every time. Because Flex Queue playing solo just feels like solo duo, you know?
Yep.
Which sucks.
I want an invite. Earl!
Oh, you're not here?
What? You're in a lobby?
This is sick. Okay, nice. Good job, guys.
Wow. I see how it is.
I'm getting the love. I like this. Yeah. See, this is the thing. They respect me more because I don't get salty when someone else gets the invite. It's just facts. Oh, is this bugged or do we have matching icons from Guatemala and Dinosaur Chainsaw?
I think we do have matching icons from Guatemala and Dinosaur Chainsaw.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's like a mental advantage when you do this as a team. You match up your icons.
I like to match up my icons
team
with the enemy team.
Yeah. And the other team feels pressured to do that. Like they feel like they have to, all match each other or all match yours or something. I think it's a good play to make. Comfy Blue this game. It kind of looks like it. They're in order.
It does look like it. That's why I'm
And they do have
checking.
side select as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you don't know already for playoffs, the way it's happening, there is a first side breakdown in the captain's quarters, so ask your captain for that one. And then after that, the loser of the game gets to pick the next game side.
Yeah, in general, it's well, I guess it's mostly for the first round of playoffs that this would be like the most applicable, but like it's seeding determines side select for game one.
That was just for the first round.
Yeah, after that it gets a little bit more complicated, but it's not a big deal. And then after the first game, it's loser picks, I think.
Am I bad at OBS if I just leave everyone's logo in the scene and I just make it not viewable and then I bring it back? But then because of that, there's all these invisible objects that I have to get around.
If you can make that work, I don't think it's gonna bother anyone.
Okay, huge, massive gamers.
Yeah. I'd say, the least disruptive way you can do it is probably the best, but really whatever works for you so that the whole stream doesn't come crashing down and burning like LeChance usually runs it. That'll work too.
Yeah.
I'll dig it, LeChance. He's cool with it.
How's LeChance in
LeChance
chat?
licks toes. I don't know. I just like to throw digs at LeChance. It's fun.
He does lick toes.
Yeah. He likes to make fun of me too, He'll respond to that if he's here. I'll tell you what. He's never made fun of me once.
Well, little secret is that usually if I'm streaming, it means that LeChance was probably not available.
Yeah. You're the B squad streamer, man.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Honestly,
I was the only squad streamer for a while there, and that was
B squad when LeChance is the A squad actually makes a lot of sense. I'm okay with that.
LeChance is so good. The man's a legend.
Yeah, he's alright. You bet against us?
Is draft going?
Says Mojo.
Is
draft going? Do we have a link? I don't even think we have a link.
Do you not have the link? Oh, imagine
no, I got a link.
Imagine not having the link. Here, I'll DM it to you. Here it is.
Let's see. Block. You have no idea how many DMs I was getting earlier either. I've got like a couple group DMs with my team, and they were popping off during last game.
Okay.
Couldn't see anything in their bottom right that was going on.
Yeah, I realized during last game my push notifications are overlaying onto the stream, and that normally doesn't happen.
Ooh, are you streaming your desktop? You have like a...
No, I'm doing game capture.
That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you sure that there's not like a desktop in your scene?
Let's see. 1 billion pictures. Maybe there is. Yeah, there might have been actually. There might have been one that was actually specifically capturing Discord for some reason.
Oh.
Probably I was streaming.
You probably put it on and forgot to unclick it.
I was streaming something from Discord, yeah. All right, as we do have the bands coming out here. As this time.
Like you're bad at OBS, says Dupe.
Yeah, you know it, Dupe. You know it.
Dupe gets it. Ooh, I like this. Okay, the Blitz ban is, I think, correct. I like that.
Jinx open.
Jinx first pick. Yeah, that makes sense. Jinx OP. I'd like to see a lot of dive just straight up from KFC. Okay, Zeri also available.
Huge. All right, Jinx Zeri matchup. Let's see who got nerfed harder.
Yep.
It's KFC.
Got nerfed harder.
Take the Rise. That could be Earl King Rise.
Yeah, it's definitely Earl King Rise. I don't think there's any question here.
Okay.
This leaves the door open for Jalingo a little bit. The Graves actually did get banned, which I still don't understand at all.
I mean, I do. They just lost to it. right?
Yeah, but
I mean,
come on, is
listen,
it really?
I don't think it was 100% the difference maker. As
This is big. Okay.
Comfy pick up the Hecarim.
That's a smart takeaway. Jolingo's insane on this Hecarim. I don't know how Jolingo hasn't been playing Hecarim the whole time, but it's a smart takeaway. Mundo, I think, is pretty blindable. There are definitely some bad matchups. Fiora's probably one of them. Yeah, no, Fiora's definitely one of them. So that's picked up third here. And interestingly, they haven't picked jungle or support, which are not usually the picks that go last rotation.
Yeah, you know, maybe they are holding something rather spicy. They did ban 3, count them 3, hook supports.
Yeah. What's normally bad into hook supports? That's what we got to think about. That's what they're picking.
Enchanters?
Enchanters? Maybe. With Zeri? I don't know. Zeri has such a bad lane phase. There goes another hook support.
Bard?
Bard actually could be like an idea here.
Chaimu has always sounded like a Bard player to me. I don't actually know if they are.
Pretty sure they are. Yeah, I don't know. It's a kind of a weird spot.
Well, hit us up in the comments if you think you know what's going
I just hate it here. I just fucking hate it.
Oh, man. Oh, no, pro comps, they're not done drafting.
This is just all support bans now. They don't even care about the jungle pick. They said Jolingo only plays Hecarim and Lee Sin and Graves. They have no clue what his next option is. I think we're gonna see like maybe Nocturne, Kiana jungle would be cool. Yeah, I think you gotta go dive. Okay, there is a Jarvan ban, so they're respecting that a little bit. I think you gotta go dive. Shut down this Jinx. They don't have any range to like outrange the Jinx or poke her out. So just diver. Viego I like. Shaco I don't like much.
Shaco? Volibear?
Volibear? I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I like it. I like it against Hecarim, I think. Because it gives you options to stop him from slamming into your team.
Here's the other thing about Volibear, though, right? Volibear, I think, has added value in the 5s because he does have that bit on his ultimate that I feel like... I don't know if this is just me, but I don't feel like it's utilized a lot very well in solo queue, but where you can disable the turret, it makes tower dives a lot more viable.
Yeah, especially with this Fiora into Mundo, I think it's just going to be so free to dive top. Lulu, a very good pickup here, obviously. I'm surprised that's not banned over that Leona.
Yeah.
You have Lulu Jinx, you have Lulu Hecarim, and you've got Lulu into Fiora, which is also really free. So I like to see that. Orianna is actually getting picked up. We saw this matchup earlier in the series against the Rise, but it was the other way around. And it seemed like it was fairly even, maybe a slight advantage Orianna's way in the lane phase, but...
Morgana, Braum, perhaps the picks here. I do kind of like Braum.
I like Braum. Yeah.
Yuumi?
Hate that. Okay. not the Yuumi, not the Sona. Yeah.
Yuumi. Oh, no. We got cat gamers in the chat. Alrighty.
There's some good and there's some bad with this, right?
Yep.
The good is that if you're a Zeri player who's dealing with the nerfs, this is going to basically take them away, right? You get some of that move speed back, you get some of that damage back off of just Yuumi stats. And that's going to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
The bad is obviously they lost a frontline option here.
I want to posit that it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I'm just going to say it because I have to. Earl King Yuumi?
What the hell's wrong with you? If that happens, if that happens, we're ending the stream.
You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I have to say it. It's just, I have to.
Yeah. No, I get you. But if that happens, I think we end the stream, 100%. There's no way we're watching a Yuumi mid-game. It's not what this league is about.
Fired up and ready to burn.
I'm actually very surprised by the blitz ban. but it does make sense. Like, I actually think it's a good ban.
It does. I I like the Volibear pick as well. I've been playing actually a little bit of Volibear recently, and full tank volley right now feels pretty nice.
Nice, sick.
You feel kind of invincible. And you have a lot of tools to get onto 80 carries when you're running around with Chem Tank and your ultimate. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
you have Gale Force? I'm still Chem Tanking at you. Oh, you have Flash? I have my ultimate.
I think as well, it makes a lot of sense with the champions they've picked up. You're probably not able to dive bot anymore with that Yuumi picked up. But this top lane, I think, is going to be really easily impacted in these early stages of the game. Like, right around where you're hitting 6 is a free tower dive, probably with this Fiora matchup. And I wouldn't be surprised if you just sit top. You have a weak laning phase bottom lane with the Yuumi Zeri. You have a somewhat even, but kind of inconsequential mid lane matchup. So you want to put this Fiora ahead. And
Yeah.
if I'm Jolingo, that's where I'm sitting. Like, all game.
Yeah, you do have to be careful, though, because you do have a limited CC. In fact, I don't think you don't have two forms of CC. You just have that Volibear Q in the 2v2. So, you will have to get the passive off of Mundo somehow.
You just kill him. You're right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Pump the damage, you know.
Pump that damage. As we have 43,000 schmeckles bet onto Team Fried Chicken. Zelius put 40K on KFC.
I'm into that. Hey, I'm with him, right? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm joining this prediction, and I'm gonna go KFC side. I got 4.8K. I'm poor. Sorry, guys.
I would predict, but I have to be the arbiter of truth. You know?
Yeah, I don't care about any of that.
I'd bet against you, Zelius, but I gotta be, you know, I gotta protect the Schmeckles from Mighty's paws. All right?
Listen, now I can't decide the outcome, so you all are safe. This is how they've set this up.
Yeah.
All right, we do have our little bit of a 3-minute delay going forward into the game. But after seeing everything come through here, who do you think's actually going to win? Looking at the comments.
It's hard to say, especially after seeing that last game. If I just saw these comps straight up, I would say that. Yeah, I would say Comfy's comp is better. Like, it's more straightforward, it's easier to execute. You've got your ball delivery mechanism, you've got your Lulu for safety, you've got your Mundo for tank, and you've got your broken 80 carry for late game. However, I think there is a significant amount of playmaking on the side of Team Fried Chicken. Volibear can do some dirt nasty things in the backline. Rise, as we have seen, can be a problem. It'll be interesting to see, will this be AP Rise with the improved AP scalings, or will Earl King also go tank? I kind of want to see him go a little bit more towards the magic damage. Zeri Yuumi, just how fast is this girl gonna move? Okay? It could get scary. And, you know...
Zeri is a problem, I think, as well.
Yeah, Zeri can be a problem, 100%. So, while... you know, initially I do give the edge to Comfy, I would say I'm only about at a 60-40.
Yeah, so one of the things I'm seeing here is that there aren't easy point and click, like stop the Zeri kind of champions.
Well, there's Volibear, but they have that on their own team. Yeah,
exactly. So Zeri's kind of free to move out of the Oriole, move out of the Hecarim range, just kind of, you know, dash in and out of these fights and be doing their own thing. And that's very difficult to deal with, especially moving into the late game. But that's also kind of the point in the game where they want this Jinx to be powered up and running over the game. So I don't think it's so easy for their team. As we were saying, and I agree with you there, that this is an easier to execute team comp for the side of Comfy Gaming. But for the uninitiated, Earl King's Rise is monstrous. It hurts. And I agree with you there as well. He should be building some more AP. and just trying to carry. And I expect him to do that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm expecting a little bit of an early game advantage to come through in the top side for Team Fried Chicken and in the bot side for Comfy Gaming. And I think we saw that last game as well. So I'm expecting something similar, but you never know with the LBLCS. These games can go any kind of way.
Yeah.
Apparently, we do have some people in the watch party channel. According to chat, it looks like that's a lie.
Yeah, there might be a watch party over in a different.
Yeah, maybe in the Naughty Boys with Zelius there. There is a channel if any of you chatters are interested in the Discord called Watch Streams Together.
Okay.
I think is what it's called.
You know what? I have to call it here. Comfy Gaming wins. They've got a B skin.
Oh my god, would they do?
Yeah.
They have
UB.
UB. Oh no. No, that doesn't count. That does not count.
Doesn't count.
Yumi
It's a
skins
B
don't
skin.
count.
It's a B skin.
It's a Yumi skin, man.
It's a B skin.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. What's your game time?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Goodbye.
yeah. Thank you.
And if
Are
anyone
you doing
gets...
that because of the count part?
Yeah.
You're counting?
100%.
Okay, that's...
And if anyone on Earth gets this reference, it's not a reference to Count Donut. Just putting that out there. I will not explain. You can't make me.
What's the name of that, like, early 2000s, or maybe it was, like, 1990s Dracula parody? Is that what that's from? Like a Dracula parody movie?
I refuse to comment. We do have a bit of a pause here as two of the folks over on the Fried Chickeners do have a bit of a issue here with the lag. Guatemalan Gaming, says Griffey in chat. How do you feel about Guatemalan?
Okay, hold on, just stop. Do me a favor and don't ever say that again.
Say what? Guatemalan Gaming?
I gotta go. So the bug with the alignment has sort of been fixed. Perky the Parrot is only slightly to the right of the rest of the team.
Wait, what? Why is it Perky? I don't get it.
Dude, I don't know. They switched
Is it
sides.
just a
I think
long
that's why.
name?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with it because it's still the 4th position, right?
No, it was
it was
Dinosaur
Chainsaw last
Chainsaw.
time.
Yeah,
Shit.
those are the 2 longest names in the game, I think.
Oh my god, how are they doing this? Riot Games, please.
Riot Games, please. We need our Guatemalan Gaming.
I need you to stop saying that. It's really not working.
Okay, I can't think of another good one to cringe with right now, so you're off the hook temporarily.
Good, that's good. I'm looking through these starting items and I see something kind of interesting. We have a double corrupting mid, which is not typical or standard for like the current metagame, I don't think. But we have been seeing the corrupting starts in these last 2 games, and I think they're just looking to match each other pretty evenly in these trades. We'll say I do like the tier start for Rise since it's so cheap now.
It bugs out
Even if it's
spectate
worse.
red side Zeri. So Zelius is saying that's legit a bug with Zeri and spectate. But we didn't have Zeri the previous games and we still had that bug.
Yeah. Also, I've seen it in like LCS games with like multiple games. I think it's just a spectator client bug that's pretty standard now. I have no idea how it works though, because like Riot Games spaghetti and all that. But all right, we do see the game is finally unfrozen after the pause. Oh, good kill steal on the ward from Sign Me Up, dashing on in for that. Did you catch that, man? That was sick.
I did not. Sorry. I
She
was
lunged
checking my
over.
email. I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
bad. There's just stuff
That's
going
true.
on.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
There's snow coming down.
Uh-oh,
Oh, hang on. Freaking Parrot face
Frieza.
checks a bush with Yumi in tow. B emotes flashed. Flashed. But the
Frieza.
blood will go right on over to Watermelon Gaming.
That's how it's gonna be, huh?
Hey, you can do it right back.
No, I don't want to, honestly. This is fine.
Yeah, perhaps we need to do some investigations, Elias. The crack team at the low-budget LCS solves riot bugs. Let's get it.
Yeah. And then we report them and they don't listen or do anything
Sign
about
me
it.
up, getting a little bit fancy with it. Finding that vital proc. This Perky has made it back to lane. Will undoubtedly not hit the level 2 spike at the same time. We'll see if Watermelon and Dinosaur Chainsaw are able to abuse that. And
Chime was still having some connection issues.
back.
Yeah, they're fine. Oh, freeze.
Fine. Level 2 not quite hit. Chimu jumping off. Now the level 2 is hit. It's not quite able to jump back on. And this might be a double kill. Jink gets excited. Heal is burned, but it doesn't matter. It's a 3-0 start for Guatemala. Julian now in the mid lane.
Tough.
Here comes the volley bear. That's a flash. That's a stun. Finding good damage. Will it go to Earl King? Lol Day flashes over the wall. Not quite enough. Earl King looking for the damage. He's able to fight it. TTV's Mojo has now been caught
Ooh.
out. Pulling on the red buff. They
Mojo's
might be able to
getting
take this
punished.
one away.
Yeah, this is big. The bottom lane can't really come either because they need this reset.
Oh, but here comes
Oh,
the
Earl
TP
is
from
doing
Lol Day.
so much work. I think it's over. Hecarim's out.
Smite.
Yeah, Hecarim's out. They get this red and they're gonna leave before anybody else.
Smite is down. Oh, Mojo went back in for it, and that's not what you want. Jalingo smells the blood.
Yep. That's really, really tough. As a recently converted jungler, you gotta know what you gotta give up. And no matter how bad you want it, that red was no longer his.
Yeah, it did not belong to you anymore, but you can still rest your laurels on the fact that you do have a 3-0 Jinx in the bot lane.
Yeah, definitely. A nice gank, though. The Rise gank assist is absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Level 3 coming on mid. And burning the flash out of Jalingo, but that's okay, because you get the kill for the Rise.
Yeah, I mean, you're feeling pretty good if you're playing this with Jalingo. Perhaps you're just saying a little bit unlucky if you're Perky and Chimu with the, connectivity issues that seem to be happening. But now you're pushed up a little bit aggressively, and here comes the horsey.
Yeah, we do see the Volley Bears also on the bot side, maybe for a counter. I don't think this is really what they want.
No?
Yeah, the wave sucks. It doesn't suck that bad, actually. It's fine.
No, yeah, it's pushing back, right?
Yeah, so they can just chill on tower, and they should. They should let Volibear go top side, do what he needs to do up there, and they should stop doing this bottom lane play. This is weak side. This should be weak side.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, if you're Hecarim, getting level 6 in full diving bot side sounds pretty appealing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That Jinx 3-0 is not enough. You need like
5-0,
10-0.
6-0, 7-0.
Ah, 10 kills, easy. You get 2 every time you go bot, basically, because Yumi is forced to die.
True. Sign me up. Going aggressive here on Alka Moon, finding quite a bit of damage. Is this Fiora? Is Fiora a counter?
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Lampy Lamp Live. Thank you for being the latest investor in the low budget LCS. You might not know what to do, so let me go ahead and tell you. You're going to go ahead and go to the Denny's in Vermont. It is the one to the south, only to exist. You are going to go out back, talk to the manager, Todd. He'll let you in. Pancakes are on us. Thanks, buddy. And he says, delusional KFC fans in the chat.
Whoa.
Kind of spicy.
Yeah. Honestly, I think KFC's got a shot, but it's looking rough with that 3-0 Jinx.
Yeah.
Watermelon definitely, don't say it.
Certainly a point
Watermelon
of
definitely
pressure with Watermelon. Should I call him Watermelon?
Watermelon?
Yeah.
No, there's no R. Guadomelon.
All right. You ever have like a melon juice beverage? Oh, Earl King might be in trouble here. Gets pushed back by Mojo. Mojo takes up a couple of tower shots, and Earl King is bound to be able to find the return kill. Clean movement from the mid laner, and now Lolde is running for their lives on the minimap, but we want to watch this top lane skirmish.
I saw some spicy trash talk between games from Ismojo in the chat. Basically saying, don't bet against us because we're going to win game 3. And
Okay, here
that
comes
tower
the
dive
ultimate.
advantage.
Uncle Moon getting taken very low. Sign me up.
Wait.
Looking for the solo kill. Not quite going to be able to find it just yet, but that was very close.
That sucks, actually. If you're Fiora, you burned Flash, you're down CS, and you didn't get the kill there. Flash and ult, you just traded for Ghost.
Yeah.
Ooh, good smite
You
from Mojo.
do have the call.
Okay, let me just say, if you're Jalingo, why the hell aren't you going top, man? Just go kill this guy. Like, this game plan is so obvious. You know, you've got top camps. Go, go. Don't invade bot side where you're losing.
But sometimes when you know the players, you do want to help them stabilize, right? Like,
He's not helping stabilize by invading Raptors, though.
Okay, you're not wrong.
It's just like, yeah, gank mid or do your camps and go top. It was like... Yeah.
The phrase "Earl King makes my spellbook unseal" is a little bit uncomfy.
No, that's sick. That's definitely correct. I don't know what it means, though. Like, he is gonna look for this Drake pickup. I still don't like this, man. I was like, look at your top lane dying. Like, help them out. This is a free matchup.
Help out your
You have
duelist
Earl
up
walking
here.
down.
Let them be a side laner for you. And Infected Bonesaw. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they will get the Drake pickup, and I actually think, okay, here's the caveat. This play makes it so that they're not getting snowballed so hard through bottom lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's a risk. It happened to work out because everyone was based, but like, it's a risk. And you're delaying your top advancement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is also probably the preferred strategy moving forward.
And it seems
this guy...
Despite
how long have you been blind, man?
Despite the power that is in the Jinx right now, the Zeri Yuumi lane is seemingly able to stabilize it.
Yeah, no, honestly, this is super safe bottom lane. Like, it's not very strong in terms of trading or being able to put pressure, but, you know, they're doing fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until they die.
Yeah, well, we will have to see. Pings are coming out that there is some lag. We might see a pause again, but it doesn't look like we will just for now. Looks like Fiora is going to go for the Gore Drinker here. Either that or the Stride Breaker. How do you feel about that?
Gore Drinker is definitely the option, I think. Yeah, it's probably just going to be Gore Drinker all the time. Stride Breaker, I don't think this is the game for it. It's probably an option some of the time, though. I'm not a top laner, man. I don't know. I always see them go Gore Drinker. Like, Chainsaw is kind of posturing up. This is going to be the point where they start to pressure in a bit more. We do actually still have Jalingo on the bot side for, like, the last 5 minutes, but Mojo is going to be down
Jalingo
here.
is here. This is going to be spicy, and here comes the Realm Warp. Earl King using his power. Dinosaur Chainsaw going to be taken down. An excellent fear from Mojo might be able to save the rest of the play, but Jalingo smells blood. They dive the turret. It's deactivated. They are almost certainly going to fall, but the Yuumi healing manages to save them. A shutdown onto Guatemon, and now that is money in the pocket of Perky the Parrot. Lolday is found alone underneath the turret. A root and a stun mean that is going to be a broken clockwork doll.
See, here I am thinking it's a 3v3 counter gank situation, whereas Mojo is in the right place at the right time, and there's the X factor. Earl King with the Realm Warp, faster than the TP, walking on down to bot lane, gets there and turns that play on its head as a nice tower dive executed by Jalingo, using that ultimate to stop the tower damage. Perky the Parrot picks up too.
Yeah, and I did mention that is what you want to see when you're using the Volibear. Hang on here, though. They might have overstayed a little bit. Chaimu gets CC'd, meaning they can't jump back in. Perky the Parrot going a little bit too aggressive. Shutdown goes over to Guatemon, gets excited. Chaimu now also picked up by Mojo. And a little bit of an overstay from Team Fried Chicken gives consolation prizes back over.
Yeah, bottom lane got a little bit greedy. They saw all that gold coming through, and they wanted just that little bit more, but that turns it back on over. 4th kill for Guatemon, and, you know, Guatemon's got the Gale Force now, and they're going to start getting really scary.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Storm is unleashed, but maybe not quite in the mid lane. The Spectator Cam moves us to top.
Yep. Jalingo was looking for it, didn't quite find anything, and that Vital's pretty sick. Sign Me
Yeah.
Up is definitely not getting the best of these trades, though, as...
Only 21 CS left on the call.
Yeah, that is nice. That is super nice.
Is Earl King's name Ian?
I think so, actually. We're not going to dox them, though, so who knows?
I mean, it's in the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So that,
Maybe not great.
That one's on VexRex. You know, this is a strong series. I like that we got fans from both sides. People are cheering. You know. LAN.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, wouldn't say shit to him at LAN. Local area network. Yeah. Thanks, Vex. I am dumb as lol day. Just to get picked up there. Prickly Parrot looks for damage, is able to find one, and now it is supportal combat. Low health.
Watermelon kind of got destroyed there. There was a lot of damage out of the ultimate came through from Zeri, and then just pumping out the damage afterward.
Yeah, I mean, the Yumi amplifying that damage, really quite strong there. Earl King, though, smells blood in the water.
Yeah, you gotta go. That's too much, man.
Outsane TV, I'm a fan of... Thank you. We're a fan of you, too.
Hell yeah.
Dragon is going to be up here in 3 seconds.
Hextech Dragon, Dragon number 2. So there is still the Boring Cloud Soul on the cards, but hopefully not. Hopefully we get like Infernal or something cool. Do you see the Mythics completed for both ADCs? Only picked up for Earl King in the mid lane. So it's going to be a little bit of a mismatch there, as Earl King has quietly gone up to 3-0 and 4. And is actually super fed. Ooh, Uncle Moon is down here well before Fiora even looks. No TP available just yet, so Fiora's going to try to trade this dragon for some turret plates. Probably. Although only 30 seconds left on the plates anyway. This looks kind of greedy. I don't know. Okay, TP goes to the top lane. They are going to push in bot. TP is coming up soon for Sign Me Up. Is not available for mid, though.
Oh, hang on. We've got a fight breaking out here. Mojo is able to find the field. Jalingo doing damage. Watermelon is ulted. Flashes out of the way to dodge the damage. It won't quite be enough. Meanwhile, Sign Me Up being taken down by Uncle Moon in the top side. A bloody skirmish finds 2 on both teams.
Yeah. Okay, Zeri nerfs again, please. but no, seriously, really nice play on the bot side. They are going to pick up the turret in response. You just do hate to see this, though, for Fiora on the top side.
Yeah.
This is painful. And
the Anathema's chain first item here from Uncle Moon.
yeah,
So
I'm
really
pretty sure
saying-
Jalingo went top to pick up, like, red, and then went straight back bot.
Yep.
Like, it's actually just been living bot the entire game. Which, you know, stings a little bit for a resident top laner Sign Me Up, but is going to get the first gank coming through. Please don't take the kill. Okay, cool. If Jalingo stole that, oh god. That's a good look, though. Sign Me Up getting a little bit back after losing the turret. Mojo is going to be on the top side as well, picking up the buff. Going to rotate back through. They have swapped Zeri into the mid lane now after picking up that bottom tower. But it looks like they might be looking to swap back. Maybe a Realm Warp look into the bot lane as well. Smart League, Watermelon, and Dinosaur Chainsaw are not going to show. So they're just going to be waiting this out. I actually think Earl is... How much gold is Earl ahead now in mid lane? Only 800, but that's still pretty big, honestly. It's a pretty big part of this gold advantage that has grown for Team Fried Chicken. They're up almost 4,000. Little, like, 3.5. Just looking pretty good. What do you think it is that Comfy Gaming is going to have to do to start to snowball back into this game?
I mean, I think they have it, right? Guatemala is incredibly strong. Meanwhile, here, look at it. There goes the ultimate from this area as they're forced to push off that play. But Guatemala does not do a trivial amount of damage, and additionally, their Mundo's doing pretty well.
Yeah, Guatemalan was very nearly incredibly dead though. They had to Gale Force out. I think it's actually a little bit favored toward Perky the Parrot and Chaimu here with this combination between the bottom lanes.
Yeah,
at this point.
Entirely possible. As, ooh, hang on, here goes the Vital Procs. You might be losing your star. Oh, but Uncle Moon manages to find the solo kill again. And that is going to be a shining light for the side of Comfy Gaming.
It's just a devastating top lane so far. It's really, really hard for the Fiora to play like this.
It is a bit rough, you know?
Yeah. The good thing is the bottom side of the map is at least doing well for the side of Team Fried Chicken. They're going to be picking up this mid turret. They're putting the pressure on. And so even if that sort of stuff happens, for sign me up.
Here goes Mojo. Jolingo gonna find a little bit of the disengage, uses the stun. Here comes the Realm Warp though. Earl King warps in right on top of the Ori Ball, not gonna take it. Meanwhile, Uncle Moon is finding this turret damage in the top side.
Yeah, and that's kind of becoming a problem.
Not going to be caught there by the Everfrost. Root maybe not quite going to land. Perky the Parrot is going to find the support. Dinosaur Chainsaw, Force Burn the ultimate, and they are going to commit.
Yeah, and while this bot lane is, this bot side of the map is going really, really well for Team Fried Chicken, this is not what you want to see.
Sign me up. Finding a lot of damage here onto Uncle Moon. There goes the ultimate again, and this time the Fiora may have found the duel that they need. Running forward, can they find it? They close the gap.
Okay, there we go. Sign me up gets exactly what they needed, and I was just about finishing saying that this is not the look you want with a Fiora top against Mundo, but they won the side lane in the end. So we would like to see a few more turrets dropping for that Fiora in the top side matchup, but they're dropping on the bot side instead, and that's all good. You don't have to worry about it if the rest of the map is winning, and you can't be punished too hard if you're sign me up when all this is going on. The dragon stacking starting to happen. This is going to be an Ocean Soul in the game. That almost perfectly timed from Guatemalan. Ultimate coming through, just misses the steal.
Barely.
We do see that top tower going down as well. Things are really starting to look pretty good for the side of Team Fried Chicken.
Yeah. You know, they had a little bit of a shaky game one, but they have certainly come back in game two. They were able to struggle to find the win, I do have to say, but this game three is looking pretty commanding. The Zeri-Yumi combination is pretty disgusting, along with some excellent macro from Jolingo.
Yeah, they've put a lot of pressure down on the spot side, and they're really starting to snowball the objectives. They've got both the outer turrets on the bot side from that Volibear being able to dive in and out of these jungle fights, these towers, and now they're finally getting the ball rolling on top as well. A nice solo from Sign Me Up.
Oh, Company might be in trouble. There goes one. There goes two. Guatemalan manages to find the Solka and is excited. Chaimu will have to be in trouble, but is going to find their friend in the bear. Guatemalan now going to be potentially in trouble as Jolingo runs towards them, but does not have the chem tank. Decided to go for the Sunderer. Oh my god. Why do my DMs keep showing up on stream? I need to fix that. But
you can put it in streamer mode on Discord.
It is in streamer mode.
Yikes.
Yeah. But
double yikes because Lolbear
yeah, sign me up.
Probably gonna go
Might
down.
be in trouble here.
Sign me up,
Mojo
actually.
finding damage. As
yeah, and Sign Me Up finally getting the better of that 1v1, but it's definitely going to be a hairy situation now. As we saw in the mid lane, the Jinx still got the kind of power to push through and kill off Perky the Parrot. Had to burn the heal to get away from Jolingo, but still in the game for sure with a lot of DPS. 2 item coming through. Not really too far behind, up 30 CS still. And I guess part of that early game strategy from Jolingo was just to shut down the Masters player, you know? As much as it is kind of a, you know, you don't always want to play around that kind of thing, but definitely in this game, Guatemalan showing that they've got the chops. So little bit of targeting is definitely maybe warranted.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn off the overlay.
Oh, the Discord?
Yeah.
I know there's a way, but I can't remember where. It's around the same place that you in the Discord settings that you'd find like the streamer mode thing. Yeah, I get tilted by that because when I'm playing like other games that require a lot of focus, it'll pop up like a lot too because it's the group DMs.
Yeah, I kind of like it so you can see who's talking, but when it just like breaks and leaks my DMs, even when I have streamer mode on, that's not cool.
Yeah, I need to have like a macro on my keyboard to just turn the setting on and off or something. But...
Yeah.
Discord, please.
Yeah.
You do have a swap of Sign Me Up down to the bot side, as they've already managed to pick up that top turret. Dragon not spawning for another minute and a half, and Jalingo is prepping the Baron. And this looks good from Team Fried Chicken. They're starting to prepare to snowball their lead. Focusing on objectives, keeping the Fiora split. Fiora still having a bit of a tough time into the Mundo. I think Mundo can kind of kite out the Fiora, get the healing up. There's no counter healing just yet for either. Oh no, actually, it picked up the Mundo already.
Forget the Barrier. They are going to be able to find that one. Dinosaur Chainsaw going to be next on the list. Dinosaurs go extinct once again.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage from Perky the Parrot. The crit build is the choice here. I guess I don't know exactly how these Zeri nerfs are going to affect the other build with like the Triforce into Black Cleaver kind of thing, or Titanic.
Yeah, and KFC, they're just going to go ahead and start up this Baron.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to finish it too. I mean, it's pretty easily.
Yeah.
I guess without Guatemala, that's the main source of DPS. It's going to be very difficult to fight as its Mojo is going to be supporting that bot lane push. Going to be just fine though for Sign Me Up. Top side is a problem. Looks like Oriana might be going down as the chase down from Perky the Parrot will come through. Maybe Earl gets to collect. Nope, Perky grabs it on up. 5, 5, and 6 back into that territory of having as many kills as deaths. Already picking up a shutdown as well. Dragon is the answer on the other side of the map. And it can't be, you know, understated that the scaling is fine for both sides. So into the late game, anybody's really got the ability to turn this around. But the gold advantage is starting to build for the side of
Guatemala is going to be trouble. Gets stunned, is forced to jump out. There goes the Jinx ult. Now here comes Yumi, final chapter going down, but they do find a shutdown onto Jalingo. That is his first death of the game. Jinx absolutely pumping this fight.
Crazy.
Perky the Parrot can't quite find it. Guatemalan absolutely punishing this advance from the side of KFC, but they get critically taken down. Earl King finds the one pop.
Oh no.
And now Lolde goes in, finds a command shockwave, but it won't quite be enough. Mojo now here to try and help protect this turret, but they don't have their key player. You need Guatemalan.
Yeah, Guatemalan overreaching just a little bit, tries to get the autos onto Perky the Parrot, but that's a Yumi'd up Zeri. And Earl King has the flash available, just goes for the kill, and goes ahead and pops him.
We do still see Thimblewinter, but it looks like we're getting a death cap.
Oh. It could also be the shielding one. Since
I don't think it would be Shadow Flame, do you?
Yeah, it could be. It was an Oriana.
It is! Damn, okay.
Yeah. I think it's a very good choice here. I mean, it's like, if you're going for the DPS option, then you want to be able to kind of burst through the shields too.
I just remember playing against Rises. Admittedly, this was a while ago, so I don't think Thimblewinter was a thing, but it was in solo queue, and we described their combos as, quote, thermonuclear bombs because they were doing so much damage.
Yeah.
He does have pretty high AP scaling, so, you know, I don't think Death Cap would have been a necessarily bad choice, but I do agree that the shielding does make the value of the Shadow Flame quite high.
Yeah. Well, if half of your Death Cap damage is going into a shield, whereas, like, you know, you could be doing extra pen against the shielded targets, I'd be better, you know. I could see both items being pretty strong.
Okay, this might be it. Perky the Bear is found and shut down.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for if you're a Comfy Gaming fan. Looks like the
Uncle
bot
Moon.
side, though, sign me up, actually gets the help out of Jalingo, does take down Uncle Moon pretty quickly.
Yeah, but that is 2 for 1, and if you get that shutdown onto Perky, you are saying worth from the side of Comfy Gaming.
Oh, totally. Yeah, and I think Jinx didn't get the kill, but anytime that Jinx is allowed this time to kind of open up and scale through the mid game,
They're okay with a bit of aggressive teleport, but has the tankiness to stay alive. Oh, maybe not in the face of Guatemon, though.
Oh. Okay, Guatemal's a savage. Absolutely sprinting into the enemy team, just popping the damage through.
Yeah, and Fiora's on the bot turret, but...
Yeah, Fiora's going to be trading.
Oh, that's a ton of damage. But it might be enough. Fishbones is able to find it. This could potentially be disastrous for Team Fried Chicken. They do have Fiora pressuring the other team's base, but you have a powered-up Jinx free hitting onto your turrets right now. Yes, Jalingo has the Yumi, but I don't think you have enough damage on just these two in order to get it done. 15 seconds on Earl King. Uncle Moon taken low by the Fiora. If Fiora can find Uncle Moon here, it would probably mean that Guatemon has to back off and go defend base. They find one turret, but with Earl King up in 5 seconds, they're not going to be able to find any more.
Yeah, I think this is still fine, though. They're going to get the inhib trade, and Sign Me Up honestly hasn't been winning this side lane as hard as I think you'd expect to see. The Mundo definitely holding their own, has the Hull Breaker completed, and it's just very, very difficult to kill. So buying enough time for his team to make that look for the end. Not able to get it, but they also trade just fine.
Yep.
Sign Me Up, getting this cheeky little red buff pickup. I love to see that. Grab as much as you can while you're still safe on that invade, still safe on that bot side. The pressure is split across the map, and they even have a little bit of a vision advantage now onto this dragon with that pressure.
Yeah, and this game is even in Drake, so the soul condition kind of on the board for anyone.
Yeah, I think it's a good look for both sides on the scaling comp, right? They both have good scaling out of their ADC, out of their
Comfy
mid.
feel powerful. They see Earl King and Jalingo on the side, but they're choosing to take the fight anyways. There he gets excited. Guatemon goes incredibly low.
Oh,
they're going to have to play this fight immaculately. There goes the Chompers. Earl King doing a lot of threat onto Guad, but Guad able to sidestep. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is getting absolutely demolished by the combo of the Yumi and the Zeri. Guatemon doing their best to kite, but they are going to die. Lulu falls next. A triple for Sign Me Up, and that dragon is likely going to be in favor of... Oh, no, they're going to go for the end.
I think they can. I actually think this might be game. That was such an ambitious look from Guatemon, being up in the front there, and gets punished so hard from Jalingo. Just absolutely burns everything to get that stun.
9 seconds on
But the burst
Mojo.
comes through behind it.
I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, they've got supers. This wave isn't going anywhere.
Yep. Tower 1 is going to fall. Tower 2 is going to look. Team Fried Chicken looking to cement. After a shaky start from Game 1, they come back and take the series.
Yeah, kind of a shocking way to end this after Game 1 looked so one-sided for Comfy Gaming. But now that they're on red side, they got exactly what they wanted from draft, it looks like. And by the end of this, it's actually pretty funny. Sign Me Up had such a hard time through that lane phase. Ends the game with a 700 gold shutdown. Up a bunch of CS, 8-3-3. And this end comes off the back of that split push. That decision to go up mid lane and trade inhibitor onto mid for bottom. Comes back to bite them at the end.
Half of us said slightly smiling face.
Yeah. Okay. Interviews. If you're on either team, send one person to come do interviews. We will drag them onto the broadcast. And yeah, do you want to start with Team Fried Chicken or Comfy?
Whoever joins first.
Okay. You heard it here first. Go, 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 go. Gamer golfing, gamer golfing, gamer golf.
Pretty curious who we're going to get for interviews. I think it'd be fun to get the 80 carries, but I also think it would be fun to get the junglers. Because I feel like a lot of these early games were determined by the junglers like pathing and those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
But then game 3 was completely like bot lane focused. Nobody even bothered to look at top.
Yeah. And we were initially kind of flaming him for it. We were saying we don't think this is the look. We don't think this is the play. But
I thought from draft it was clear that you go top, but like the fact that they kept Watermelon at bay in game 3 like might have been the call. Jalingo maybe had the kind of sense to say, hey, this is the dude I'm worried about. I'm gonna go and deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Like we don't have anybody joining yet. Let's give them an opinion.
Earlking says Jalingo
community.
will.
Jalingo will. Okay, cool.
Is Jalingo in the server? That's a great question.
It better be. Yeah, that's like a rule or something. I don't know. We do have Mojo in, so we might get the jungle interviews. We'll get Mojo on it.
Okay, well, Mojo was here first, so welcome to the broadcast, Mojo. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting you watch those games. I mean, talk to us. Let's just start with game 2. Talk to us about that roller coaster, if you will. You're muted.
Mojo is muted. I'm going to take the server mute off.
There we go. Yeah, good to be back. Thank you for having me back here. Yeah, game 2. That was we played the exact same comp, ran it back. That was so funny. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you go back to drafts real quick, like after the Gravesby one, I mean, we did so well the first game. We were like, I mean, I guess we'll run the same draft. They did the Lucian instead of what they have last time, Orianna or something. Yeah. They Lucian instead of Orianna. I mean, in that situation, we still go blitz. You know, it's pretty much the same squishy target that we want to be hooking. And from then on, it just pretty much the draft just fell together as just the same team. Like, and then Rise was good, and then Aurelia was good. So, but after the like that game, I feel like throughout it, I don't know. It was what were the pivotal moments?
Talk to me about the Graves pick, because you guys did opt to ban it in game 3, but it really didn't have a problem with it from game 1. So what kind of changed with that? What was the thinking?
I mean, we didn't have a problem in game 1, so we just gave it to him game 2. I think that was the thing. And yeah, in game 2, he just got away with some plays that we just were not expecting. You know, there, like, I can tell you right now in comms, like, there were probably like 5 times where like, wait, the Graves is not dead. Wait, like literally throughout the game, like there's it was crazy. Like, and that's just the Gore Drinker Graves build. I mean, I've tried running it a few times myself, but I've kind of stopped playing Graves. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't think I've played a single game in the LBLCS actually. But yeah, no, it's a great build. Guy's a great player.
All right. Well, is this your? I think you may have done the off-season tournaments, but is this your first proper season in low budget LCS, or are you returning?
This is my first like proper season, and this is our entire team's first proper season.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, pleasure to be here.
We hope you've enjoyed this. We hope you come back for next season. Looking forward on the bracket, what are your predictions for the Executive League?
Let me pull up the bracket real quick. What do we got? We got
Oh boy, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I
There's an
remember,
interesting team name.
Yeah, standings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Going into this. Yeah, we have finals here.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a verdict between Naughty Boys and Naughty 200?
No, I believe that is getting decided at some point this week, and it is going to be a banger.
Let's just assume that Naughty Boys will win. Let's just assume it, you know.
All right.
Whoa, you counting out F Dingo Man?
Oh yeah, hardcore counting out F Dingo.
Oh, okay.
I think considering like our undefeated record in our group and the fact that Team Fried Chicken was able to take us down, I think they're capable of winning it all. I think they're capable of winning finals for sure. That's my prediction.
I agree, 100%. The person who beats the person who beat Coffee House has to win. That's what I say.
Oh yeah.
And there's no bias in that at all.
Absolutely zero. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pull up Jalingo here, but thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. Is there anyone you would like to shout out?
Yeah. Love to shout out Guatemala. Best ADC in the world. And that's pretty much it. I mean, of course, the rest of my team is fantastic, but gotta shout out Guado in particular.
All right.
That's pretty much it, though.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
congrats on making it this far, and thanks for giving us a good show. That was an awesome series. You guys should be very happy with how you played.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Let's get Jalingo on up in here.
Jalingo, welcome to the
Hello.
broadcast. Thank you for letting us watch your games. Can you just give us a brief overview of your emotional journey throughout that series?
Yeah, so, you know, as a jungler, a lot of times the game can be a little bit out of your control. So, you know, I'm not going to lie, game one, we had a bit of a plan and then it kind of fell apart when we had a Xin 3 camp gank. So, you know, as is as a jungler. But honestly, after, like, we killed Irelia in the very first game, like, we were confident we could win after that. Like, the first game, I don't know if you guys saw, we were down 10k gold in 15 minutes and we dragged it out for another 15 minutes without losing. And we were like, the whole time we are like, okay, we can definitely beat these guys. But definitely they definitely had us in game one, not gonna lie. Like, this was probably the most challenge we've been in this league by a long shot so far. We did drop a series of 4, but like this team felt like the best team we've played, like by a long shot.
Tell me about the draft a little bit going into game 2, because you guys didn't really change that much. Was there a lot of confidence in the picks that you guys had in the first game that you just said, okay, we'll make some small adjustments, but we think this can work?
Yeah, so I mean, we had a couple things getting prepped. I'm not gonna like, you know, spoil everything we had prepped, but we had a couple different angles we were looking at, and you know, like you saw, the Ziggs bot was one of them. You know, when people look at our team, especially when we have our Benyo as our top laner, most time, you know, I think we've been on broadcast once, but normally we play through top side pretty hard. So we were looking at, you know, conceding pressure bot and trying to play for scaling top, but you know, in game one, it didn't really work out, but we still felt like we could win. So we kind of ran it back. I mean, like, there's so few games where Graves is up against me that I almost feel sometimes like I have to pick it, otherwise people will stop respecting it. But you know, we just felt like the game one issue wasn't draft. It was more that we kind of like our game plan fell apart. And then some of the adaptations, the Lucian and the Trundle were more picks that we felt complemented our comp better and were better into their champ pools.
Totally, yeah. Going into game 3, you guys did pick up the Fiora and then definitely opted to just target the bot lane, kind of letting Fiora, you know, do her own thing in topside for pretty much the whole early game. Was that really just a plan to shut down that Jinx after the first few kills went over?
Well, I think so. Like with that game, as a jungler, when I'm looking at that, I'm like, okay, I can play for top, but ultimately, Fiora versus Mundo, it's like really hard to gank for both sides. Like, there's no CC. We can't break Mundo's passive, right? So if I run in and Q him, he just kind of like shrugs it off and walks away. So
Yeah, we had that discussion in draft for sure.
yeah. So even if that happens, it's going to be hard to just punish him. It's probably just going to be a ping pong kind of wave state, and then someone's going to get a kill, which is what happened, right? They just kind of sat there, you know, as top laners do, and then someone got a kill. I think it was the Mundo first, but then we got a couple back, and you know, it ended up being really good. So we just kind of played for bot. I mean, of course, it was not part of our plan to go down 3 kills at 2 minutes, but you know, things happen, and we also got 2 back in the mid jungle, so it ended up working out pretty good.
Yeah, that Ryze gank assist definitely pretty strong.
Yeah, I think we've realized Ryze is a pretty good champion. Ryze did win all 3 games, right? I mean, he just kind of perma shoves waves, and then it's kind of like, all right, fun. We lose all of our vision around mid. I think so, right? Yep. They lost the game 2. You're right.
Yeah, game 2 Lucian wins.
Yeah, but he was 15, 2, and 12 or something absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, he was actually, yeah.
So, yeah, that was kind of our thinking, is that we're like, okay, we know that they like to play the Jinx B1. That was our scouting, is like, they like the Jinx, they like the Zeri, and we're like, okay, we're kind of in a pinch because we want to get rid of the Pyke, we want to get rid of the Renata. Big props to their support, who clearly has no qualms about B1ing Pyke somehow.
Dinosaur chainsaw.
Yeah,
Lovely.
totally crazy.
Sick name,
But
actually sick name.
we were like, we cannot let him have those champions, so we're like, all right, if we're banning the Pyke and we're banning the Renata to complement Hypers from their ADC, who's also a tremendous player. I mean, all of them are tremendous players, but really their bot lane, I think, is their, like, you know, they're big carries. We're like, okay, we don't want those 2, but then we're gonna be left with Jinx or Zeri up. So we're just like, you know what, we'll just trade. You know, Zeri may not like be like our perfect ADC for how we play, but we should just make it work and target the support because the Blitzcrank was also like a very large issue. I think made it very hard for us to get vision. Yeah. So that's how we got to that. And then we got the Rise too. So
you were happy taking either Jinx or Zeri, depending on which one they left up.
I mean, I can't spoil everything, right? I gotta leave
yeah, true. Okay, yeah.
Some of the prep in the bag.
You were totally prepared to flex that Yuumi mid, right? Because I've heard.
Oh
things
yeah.
About,
Hold on. You are not putting Earl King on Yuumi mid. We will stop the stream.
Earl King, Yuumi. Earl King.
We had already picked Rise, but Rise can be a support, right? Just whatever you think it can go. You just gotta
put the volley support and you play Rise jungle. That's what you do.
Oh, well, that would work too. You never know.
Jalingo Rise jungle. You heard it here first, guys.
I was a Rise one trick actually like 4 seasons ago. So, I mean, I have games on it.
All right. Well, congratulations. Gonna ask you one question, then I'm gonna leave it up to you to shout out anyone you want to. Naughty 200 versus Naughty Boys. Which Naughty team do you think is gonna win it and face you in finals?
Okay, well, I think those are 2 questions, but I'll start with the first one. I got to shout out Earl King's our captain, right? Got to shout him out. Kind of plays like he's a plat player somehow, has a 30% win rate in rank, but he always does really well against.
Oh yeah, who knows what that's like?
Rank is accurate.
I mean, it couldn't be me actually. So
pretty sure I've solo killed him in lane. Obviously,
he has a wide range of performances. Let's leave it at that. And then also, I mean, shout out to my whole team. Actually, that was a really fun series versus the other team. And then also, Solbert, I know you're watching. Solbert's our de facto leader. He's not on this team, but plays a large role in our fried chicken decision making. In terms of the games, I haven't watched Naughty. Oh, I don't know which one is which. Naughty 200. Naughty Boys is from our group, right?
I believe.
Thought they were pretty good. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm rooting for fellow Group A team. They got, I heard the original booth bracket. There was a lot of slander against Group A. A lot of people had us going out and Naughty Boys going out in the first round. So, I'm gonna root for Naughty Boys and hope to see them in finals as a Group A rematch.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the series, and we look forward to finals.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for casting, by the way.
Yeah, anytime.
All right.
Congrats on the win.
Cool. See ya.
See ya. Well, Almighty, it's about that time.
Yeah, it is. Why don't you sign us out with that thing you always do?
Why don't you sign us out with that thing you always do?
All right, later, dudes.